There we go. That seems to be working. We can give it a couple of minutes. We can get started. How is everyone doing today? I'm keeping an eye open for if any other newsworthy stuff has happened today I need to keep an eye on. But I think we're getting there. I'm about ready. Hey, Artist Synth. How you doing today? I am just finishing keeping on top of some work bits that I need to keep an eye on, and then we can get started. Yeah, this is looking about right. I think we're good. I can do my tweets in a second. Hey, Alex C. How you be? I spent my day today reworking a 40-minute long accessibility interview about Tekken 8. It was originally 25 minutes long, and then good news, Tekken fixed an accessibility problem. Bad news, it was an accessibility problem we'd spent 25 minutes talking about the problems with. So it's still there. I think it's still worthwhile, but we had to add an additional 15 minutes to talk about what it now is, which meant a whole lot more work I had to do today. So that's how my day's been going. But tomorrow I will finally get that Tekken video up. Good day, Tara. How are you? Alright, I'm gonna get my social posts out quickly that say we are live, and then we will jump right in, because this is going to be the final The Man Who Erased His Name stream. I am pretty confident we're gonna finish this one today, because we kind of have to finish this one today, because my understanding is very early tomorrow I am receiving code finally for Infinite Wealth, which means that I should be able to get some coverage ready in time for launch later in the day, so I should have tomorrow to get some coverage ready for Infinite Wealth, because I've heard some vague mention there's some accessibility stuff in there. I don't know what that is, no one has detailed it, so I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. Right, let's jump in and see what there is left to do. Are we going to find out what Joryu's real name is? Maybe.
Joryu.
Okay.
So, what'll it be?
Do we have anything major left to do in here? We have a small handful of objectives we could do. We could finish off a couple of these last objectives, but honestly, I feel like we just go for it. I feel like we just go for the ending. Oh, Wincy, what are you on about? They've never said his real name. Everyone believes he's Joryu. No one has ever at any point worked out that he's secretly Kiryu. Ah, fuck, I slipped up. Okay, still some time before Watase's release. I'll meet up with Hanawa when I'm ready. Okay. But yeah, okay, I guess we do have time to
What'll it be?
finish these off if we want. Are there any other side quests that have popped up? I genuinely don't remember how long the end of this game takes to play, so I'm curious. I don't know how long there is for faffing around today. Side quest back there, and I have... Okay, there's a small handful of side quests. I genuinely don't know what that side quest is. Heavy Man, good to hear that they're, you know, calling for a ceasefire. You know, the more the better. Right. Yeah, I'm not doing the Hostess Club stuff. I'm not doing the I'm not doing like the Mahjong. And there's a small handful of quests I could do, but I really think I'm about good on side quests. Oh, this guy. What did you want? Oh, you wanted a mask that I didn't find. Oh, these men are gonna try and fight me in a corridor. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me get the right fighting style so I can beat this corridor of men up. Yeah. Hey, Thimba, how are you? I'm trying to remember where all the Dragon Balls are, because in theory I could finish the Collect the Dragon Balls quest. One of them's there. How many of the Golden Balls do I have? Do I have enough to make it worth trying to get them all? I have... one. I can't only have one. I must have skipped... Oh, does it tell me if I click on it? 4 out of 7. I'm looking for 3. Yeah, my heat goes up fast now. I have... So the reason my heat's going up so fast is because I beat the secret ultra hard final mega boss of the game the other day, and got the War God talisman that just makes my heat increase all the time while it's equipped, even if I'm not like beating people up, which is fucking great. Thimba says, I'm great, how about you? I'm good. Podquisition recording was great today. I said this at the start of the stream. My main thing today was Tekken 8 had a photosensitivity issue that was like pretty fucking dangerous, like could kill people. I had like a 25-minute interview with an accessibility consultant for photosensitivity that was going to go up today, and then Tekken released a patch updating and removing that setting, and it's like, okay, I think it's still important to talk about. I think it's a catalyst for a good conversation, but it meant scheduling another 15-minute chat with that person and a little intro at the start to go, hey, here's the situation, you're going to see an interview on a topic, and then interspliced like the update interview. So I had to do that and get that edited. So that's been my day today. Thimba says, I saw your Twitter impressions of Palworld, and yes, the game isn't really made for you, and that's okay. Yeah, I told people before I played it that the game wasn't for me. Didn't stop me getting a week solid of people going, yeah, but have you tried it, though? Maybe it's better than it looks, though, and I'm like... I talk about it in more depth on Podquisition. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's a game that's interesting in places. I think it's a game that I cannot play, because I will have an actively unhealthy time playing it. And I had to sort of sit on it for 24 hours, but on Podquisition you'll get a good sense of, like, why I'm not playing more Palworld. Active Criticism, you're not late. Well, I've been streaming for 7 minutes. I think you're fine. Right. So I gotta find 3 of these Dragon Balls. I genuinely don't remember which ones I have and don't have. I'm gonna Google where are the Golden Balls and who erased his name. And then I think we're just gonna go for the end of the game, honestly. Okay, there's the man in the skimpy pants who's got the one... Yeah, I got the one from the Akame shop. Oh, there's one at the billiards bar. Really? Really? I've got to be good at... Do I have to be good at stupid billiards to get one of them? Heavy Man says, infinite wealth in 18 hours. I do not miss the year-long wait for these games. I mean, not even... So my understanding is I will have a copy of Infinite Wealth in... How is it now? About 10 hours?
Waste of time.
And where are we now? Yeah, 10 hours, and then 15 hours I should be able to start talking about my impressions on it. I should be able to put a first like video about some of the accessibility stuff up, and in theory, I think I can start streaming it in 15 hours. So I might do a daytime stream tomorrow, possibly. Thimba, at least to me, I don't think needing attention is the problem with Palworld. It is a game that has a compulsive gameplay loop and doesn't give you, like, exit ramps to stop playing. And for a game that I'm not hugely finding fulfilling to play, getting compelled to play more of it and feeling like I kind of just need to keep playing, or that I'm going to keep playing without thinking about it and play longer than I intended to my own self-detriment, means that, like, that is a recipe for me having a really bad time with the game. Okay, how many points do I need to buy this? Oh, I have enough to buy the golden ball already. Okay. Oh, I did complete your challenge, I just never cashed it in. Okay, that's fine, I'll take that. Yeah, the way I feel about Pal World is the way that I felt about No Man's Sky when I first played it, which was, if there's a game that I sit down and I go, I'm gonna play this for 2 hours and then put it down and get some work done, and 5 hours later I'm still playing it, that is a bad sign for me and my ability to put that game down, and it's a question of, was I playing because I was having such an amazing time, I was so enthralled, or was it because I got stuck in the loop of do the next thing, oh, more unlock, do the next thing, more unlock, do the next thing. And if I get stuck in that loop, and that's why I play longer than intended, that's a sign that a game's just not for me. You know what, I think this is it. Oh no, yeah. We've got 2 more balls to find, haven't we? I got the one from the Owen shop. The castle. Oh, there's one in the castle. Did I get the one in the castle? There's 2 in the castle. I'm gonna guess it's the 2 in the castle that I don't have. Okay, we're gonna go back to the castle, get the final golden balls. I'm gonna finish that quest. And then we're going to the end game. Yeah, Heavy Man, I used to be a real heavy MMO addict, and I actively had to stop playing MMOs because I didn't have a healthy relationship with them, and sometimes, you know, you just have to recognize that about yourself. You have to go, I don't have a healthy time with this genre. It's not for me. Smoking kills. Yeah, I don't mind using the heat meter basically every fight when it is going to recover basically all the time for free. Thimba says, Laura, did you hear about Lil Guardsman? It's like a Papers, Please type game, but with a cartoonish art style. I've heard of it. I've not, like, played it. I don't know if it's out yet. I'm aware vaguely that it exists, but that's as much as I know. I feel like a cutesy art style would either completely miss the point of a Papers, Please style game, or would be jarring in a way that could emphasize that game. I don't know whether it would make it better or worse to have a weirdly dissonant art style. It might make the endgame of this piss easy, but you know what? I'm not playing the endgame of this for it to be challenging. I'm playing it to have a power fantasy and experience the plot. That's what I'm here for. I had to do a hard as balls fight for it to get to be easy, so, like, you know, it's not like I feel like I cheated. I did a hard fucking fight to get there. Right. Take a right, go up the stairs, look at an eyeball's statue's crotch. This game was the last game ever published by Versus Evil. Ah. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going up here. Oh, this one. I gotta look up at the crotch of this thing. There it is. There's the golden ball. The game released yesterday after Versus Evil had been shut down. Gosh. Oh, conveyor belt dancer. Oh, this man on the fucking conveyor belt. Yeah, I do like how many of the golden balls are just in masculine crotches. Yeah, so I got aha, there's the one. This man on a conveyor belt in his underpants had the last one. Okay, yeah, we'll do this side quest. And then it's time to go dissolve the Yakuza as an organization. and have all sorts of dramatic narrative occur. All sorts of very serious plot things. There we go. Now, the question is, and we talked about this the other day, do I do the end of the game in Joker makeup? Is that how we do this? Do we completely undercut all of the serious narrative tension and emotional stakes by having Kiryu be dressed as the Joker in the finale?
Good work today.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay, we supposedly get a wish for delivering all the Dragon Balls. The end of this game is so beautiful and heartbreaking, and we're gonna be the Joker. Heavy Man says, I think the finale overwrites his cosmetics. Honestly, I kind of hope it does. I kind of hope that's the case. Look, I'm willing to put the Joker cosmetics on and roll the dice on whether that happens. If it undercuts the tension too much, we maybe rewatch it on YouTube afterwards without Joker makeup. We will see.
Pain in the neck.
Let's go. It's not 100% completed save file, but I think we did a pretty good rate of completion. Like, we're about to hit level 30 on the Akame network, which I think is... I don't think that's the cap on the Akame network, but it's about as high as I'm gonna go on it. Yeah. Heavy Man, I've not seen Yongyi do that scene yet, but that's for me really going to be the litmus test for whether Yongyi's done this game credit, is whether he can pull off that one scene at the end. Like, that's the scene he needs to nail.
Hey.
Okay. Verily, 'tis I, Shen, seeker of balls. Be ye Joryu. Oh, knowledge like balls cannot escape my grasp. Speaking of, have you a set of something you wish to show me? You wish to show me your balls, Joryu?
Yeah.
You handed over your balls. Indeed. I suppose, yeah, his name's Shen. I suppose he is meant to be Shenlong that you bring the Dragon Balls to. I hadn't put together that Shen was Shenlong. Indeed, balls genuine, balls unmistakable. These are balls. These are outstanding balls, Joryu. Oh, now then, such a set is certainly worthy of a wish. You may make a wish. Riches, good health, carnal indulgence, it matters not to me. Speak thy wish. Or what do we wish on the Dragon Balls for? Chat. I'm gonna leave this up to you. Type 1 in the chat for a normal, peaceful life that you once had. 2 for endless riches. 3 for eternal life. And 4 for sexy panties. I will give you a second, chat, to see where you land. Just vote the once each. Darwincy, don't vote multiple times. It's making me hard for me to know what the votes are if you spam numbers. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's seeming like sexy panties is the wish. Which, you know what? I went on peaceful normal life when I did this myself. I genuinely do want to know what happens with sexy panties. I wish for a pair of sexy panties. Oh, sexy panties, huh? Sexy panties would be pretty tricky. Yeah, sorry. That's going to be a no. What? You can just refuse? I said I'd grant you a wish, not any wish. What do you think this is, an anime or something? I'm not a god, I'm just an old man gathering up his balls. Look, I can't get you sexy panties. Why don't I give you these here instead? Hey, don't... Shen? Don't downplay yourself. These are pretty sexy panties.
No.
Okay, I did not know that would be the reward. I do want to see what the stats are like on Shenlong's golden pants. Shenlong, how good are your pants? Are they worth equipping? What does the Dragon's Binding do? It seems to be identical stats, so... Oh! No, that's the Great Fortune Gold Undies. Where are Shen's gold underwear? Are they not an equipable? Did he give me a pair of pants I'm not even allowed to wear? Is it just a key item? Oh, that's bullshit. Let me wear Shen's pants. Where are the underpants? Okay, they're just, you sell them for money, I see. I wanted to wear 3 pairs of underpants. Let me wear 3 pairs of underpants. Okay, I think it's time. I think we go for the end of the game.
Don't be shy.
I will go find out how much they're worth on the way there. Also, before tonight, I'd never seen this particular heat action. It's super cool. Yeah, I'm really not, like, short of money at this point in the game, but,
Waste of time.
there we go. And look, worst case, we might dick around in the demo for Infinite Wealth just a little bit if we finish and have time left tonight. We'll see. We'll see what the time ends up like. Right, how much can I get for Shen's pants?
Welcome in.
How much can I get for this one-of-a-kind item? Okay, where are these one-of-a-kind underpants? 1.5 million? No, I'm keeping a hold of those pants. I can make 1.5 million in a single fight in the Colosseum. I don't need to sell Shen's unique one-of-a-kind undies for that. I used my Dragon Balls to make a wish for those. I'm keeping them. They're mine now. Yeah, I've never understood a pair of underpants when it's just one underpants. Why is it a pair? It's just one of them. A pair of trousers. Why is it a pair of trousers and not just a trousers? A trouser? Language, why are you like this? Maybe it's because it's for 2 legs. Yeah, but a shirt is for 2 arms. You don't call it a pair of shirt because 2 arms go into it. Would a trouser just be 1 leg? Would a shirt just be 1 arm? No, it's 2 arms. Like, you have, like, a pair of trouser legs. There's a pair of legs on the trousers because there's 2 legs. But it's 1 item. It's 1 pair of trousers. We got some backstory. I'll read what you've shared, Fortella. The word pair comes from the Latin paria, meaning equal. Certain garments were made up of 2 equal parts, such as each leg of a pair of trousers or a separate pair of underpants. The usage of pair persisted as clothing construction methods evolved. So, logically, you are correct. But also, it annoys me that an out-of-date thing has forever made it so it's a pair of trousers. Right. Oh, Thimba says, Yakuza trivia for you. Yakuza 0 was released 7 years ago today for Western audiences. Huh. You know one thing we haven't done, which we'll do for just like a minute, just because we won't get another chance now that we're at the end of the game? There's a Sega Master System in here we never played. What do we want to play? Let's try Fantasy Zone for a sec. One of the world's most colourful little bullet hell shooters. I'm no good at Fantasy Zone, but I love this. I love this stupidly colourful thing. Already died. I suck at Fantasy Zone. Okay, let me swap to the D-pad. Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to I'm not going to embarrass myself anymore with trying to play old classic games. Right, this is it. This is it. This is it. We're going.
Would you mind returning to the temple for a bit?
Let's do it. Let's end the game.
Got nothing left to do.
Let's go end the story.
I'm not surprised. You'll be leaving Osaka for a while then. Just sit tight until Matase is released.
Yeah, we're going back to the place that we were in Like a Dragon. We're going back to going back to the other town. But that seat is empty. Kijin clan Omer Nishitani III deceased. Meanwhile, in Ijincho, Yokohama. Oh, we remember this from Like a Dragon. This is the Bleach Japan trying to do all of their nonsense to get rid of like sex workers and stuff and like being general shits. A counterfeiting plant is destroyed in a fire. This is just the plot of Like a Dragon. We're just recapping Like a Dragon quickly. Ogi Kupo, Daidoji officer and Citizens Liberal Party chair was ousted. Yeah, Bleach Japan were bad. They were one of the primary villains in Like a Dragon, and they were basically like, we need to scrub Japan clean of impurities, and that means like we're going to get rid of homeless people forcefully. We're gonna get rid of sex workers. Basically trying to be like Christian right-wing Puritan types, yeah, cleaning up society. They were pretty rough. Tokyo Governor Ryo Aoki is chosen as an unlikely successor. Oh hey, it's Ichiban, we know him. With the Omi alliance behind him, Aoki strong arms his way to the top. Yep, makes his big political moves. Thimba says, Bleach Japan was just Yakuza designed as a disguised as a Puritan group who managed to lure people who shared the same views just to blend in and add to the Yakuza master plan. Yeah, basically it was, let's whip up desire to go storm the capital, because that's convenient for our political aims, basically. It was the, like, let's whip up a frenzy of right-wing sentiment in order to get basically a free army to help with the things the Yakuza were trying to get done. Saint Nobody says, did I come in just when you beat the game or something? No, you've come in as we're about to go to the end of the game, but because this is like taking place at the same time as Yakuza 7, it's like, hey, did you not play Yakuza 7? Don't worry, we're gonna like very quickly try and speedrun what happened in Yakuza 7 so you have like some idea of who these characters are when they show up in a minute. It's trying to speedrun Yakuza 7 in case you didn't play it, basically. Luchagato, my understanding is it is true that Infinite Wealth locks New Game Plus behind a deluxe edition, or presumably also a paid DLC option later, which kind of sucks, but that is the case, it seems. Oh yeah, Bleach Japan. Bleach Japan. They were BJ. They wanted to get rid of sex workers, but then they were called BJ, and I think that's funny. Masumi Arakawa, acting captain of the Omi Alliance, comes to Osaka. This is the guy that was, like, Ichiban's, like, idol, his father figure, who shot him and, like, acted as if he was, like, gonna have nothing to do with him, but he deliberately shot him in a non-fatal way to make it look like he'd killed Ichiban, so, like, you know, it was all part of a big master plan that was going on. Incompetent Hero says, I like the simultaneous plot, but it definitely does lose a bit of context for those starting with this title. Yeah, this is definitely not the best first Yakuza game. It's if you were gonna jump in not at, like, 0, I think, like, you could get away with start with 7, then play this. But this does a lot of, like, hey, don't worry, a bunch of shit happened in Yakuza 7, and we're trying to recap it to, like, remind people, but, like, don't worry about it too much. Anyway, the night before the big patriarch's getting let out of prison. Also, I will say, I've read a little bit from a couple of different Yakuza Infinite Wealth reviews. It does seem like it works fairly well as a standalone title for, like, not doing so much of this. Like, let me re-summarize for you all of the past events in a quick montage. It's apparently a better standalone experience, which is nice. I'm very sniffly today.
The fuck? What do you mean we don't have as much booze as we thought? Ah, forget it. Just bring everything we got. I'll make it worth your while. And then some. No shit. Sorno Han. Been too long, man. Busy lately, I take it?
I've been, yeah. After tomorrow, I can finally relax.
Really? But the chairman's finally stepping down when Captain Watase gets back. We'll be celebrating that tomorrow, too. Ain't the Watase family back to be even busier?
Suppose you got me there.
But still...
Yeah,
Patriarch
apologies for my
Nishitani
sniffles
would have been the
tonight.
one cheering loudest for Captain Watase taking the reins. But now look where we are. Patriarch got iced in a goddamn raid, and nobody can find this Joryu guy who did it.
Oh.
Ask me. I'd want to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, where would we even find
We're all
Joryu?
on
Who
the
even
hunt,
is
the
that?
asshole. Burns my guts what happened. I owe a lot to the late patriarch.
These guys have got good poker
Oh,
faces.
you.
What? I say something weird?
I guess in his way he did take a liking to you, didn't he? Yeah, the patriarch rode your ass like a prize pony. But at least it made you tough as nails, huh? Boy, I bet he broke you real good. Mind and body.
Just
both.
hold it in.
He
Just
was
hold
the
it in,
moral conscience of
Shishido.
Yakuza. It was an honor, him taking a liking to me. The boss must be bent out of shape over Nishitani too. So put on a happy face when we meet him, all right?
Was already gonna. See ya.
Cool, just keep it together.
Tell you what makes me
Keep
bent
it
out of
together.
shape is lying to fellow Omi.
Don't say out loud that you're lying to your fellow Omi. Like, don't say that out loud while surrounded by them, while in the middle of trying to lie to them.
Well, suck it up. You think my ass ain't on the line here too? He'll be the first one to blow when the announcement's made. Honestly, I can't tell who's gonna do what tomorrow.
It's gonna be a shit show.
Been a while since I felt this kind of chill down my spine. What about Kiryu-san? Still with the Daidoji. Should be coming back to Osaka.
I just say, it's a really nice change of pace to have a character like Shishido, who has several facial scars, but he's not... Like, they clearly haven't tried to make him unattractive in his design, and he is not a bad person. He's honestly, like, you know, you might not agree with everything he does, but he's a relatively, like, soft, sentimented person. It's nice that they've avoided some of the traps that, even if, like, at the start of the game they play on the assumption that you will assume he's evil because of scars, which is like, yeah, I get it, but, like, it's nice that they've avoided too much of that with Shishido.
Only one day left. It's finally upon us, Kiryu-san.
It's finally the end of the game,
I'm
all.
meditating.
Very well. Don't mind me then.
It's all right. Nice thing about meditation is you can do it anytime, any place.
The Daidoji once found the news of the Yakuza's dissolution unimportant. But the winds have changed course, haven't they?
Hmm?
I wasn't sure if you
Infinite
knew.
Wealth is out
Governor
Friday.
Ryo Aoki has ousted
Maybe
Obi
earlier,
Kubo
depending on
Sensei
your time
and
zone.
succeeded him as chair of the Citizens Liberal Party. Politician by day, Yakuza puppeteer by night. That's how he got the authority to fit the collar snug over the Omi and Tojo both. He's young, and he's after sweeping power. Of course, the Daidoji are none too pleased with that.
And the Yakuza falling apart will
But the
kind of
dissolution
screw up
the Omi
his
alliance
plans.
tomorrow would also be a big blow
Yeah.
to Aoki.
But yeah,
So-
the Daidoji
So,
aren't technically Yakuza, but like, hey, the Yakuza falling apart would make this politician collapse, and that would be good for the Daidoji as like a political faction. So they're like, yeah, we can get behind you collapsing the Yakuza, we guess. But yes, Infinite Wealth, I think the first time zone it's out in is 15 hours-ish from now, which is when, in theory, I can start streaming it. I should have a copy 5 hours before that, so I'm going to try and do a video tomorrow morning about accessibility stuff in it, before that embargo lifts.
that means the
Because
job
currently
you're
there is
doing
no
will be beneficial
discussion.
to the faction.
Yeah, there's currently no discussion of accessibility stuff other than one offhand sentence in one review that says, there's some interesting accessibility stuff on offer, and it doesn't detail them at all. So I'm going to try tomorrow and be the first person to detail what is and is not there accessibility-wise.
And when you factor in the 50 billion in assets we received from the Watase family, you've done more for the Daidoji than anyone. And they called you a freeloader.
You know, it looks cheap to let money do all the talking.
Incompetent Hero, I probably will play Persona 3 Reload at some point. I don't think I'll play it when it's on console. I might pick it up on Steam and play it on Steam Deck, or there are rumors of it coming to the Switch successor, and like, that's a place where I would probably play it. If I'm gonna play it anywhere, maybe on Steam Deck. I've considered doing like a full Persona playthrough on stream at some point, but if I was going to do one, I don't think Persona 3 would be the one I would stream. I think it would be one to just chip away at in my own time. It's verified on deck. Cool. Good to know. Maybe I will play it on deck in that case.
You're also owed a debt of gratitude for saving my life. Though I suppose that's my own cross to bear.
What's with you? You're awful misty.
Yeah, Persona 3
Close
is
communication
heavy.
between workers and management is fundamental to an organization's
It's
smooth
not
operation.
a fun.
Better write
It's not the
that down.
funnest Persona.
On that note, once your work is finished, I think you ought to relax for a while. I'll start pestering my superiors to get you a reward of some kind.
A reward?
It must drive you crazy to be stuck in here. How about a vacation? All by yourself.
How about to Hawaii,
be a nice
perhaps,
change
in
of
Infinite
pace.
Wealth releasing this
Naturally,
Friday?
You'll avoid Okinawa and Kamurocho. But we'll try to accommodate anywhere else you'd like to go.
A vacation, huh?
I gather this isn't something you think about often. But give it a try. Is there anywhere you might like to visit?
Incompetent Hero, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Persona 3, and the heaviness of it is interesting, but it's like, if I was going to stream a Persona, if I streamed Persona 4, you know, every now and then I'd get to sing, "Every day's great at your Juness," or however that little jingle goes. You know, there's little rays of positivity, you know, like, there's the things that make, like, that give you a bit of alleviation from the heavy, that, like, I don't think the constant tone of Persona 3 is right for me as a streaming game.
Well, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, the new one does take place in
Any
Hawaii, yeah.
particular reason?
It's one of the
Something
few
you
things I
said
know.
once. She wanted to get married there.
Oh.
It just came out one day while we were goofing around.
You mean Yumi Sawamura, I take it. Haruka Sawamura's mother. The love of your life.
Yeah.
Anala Hill Memorial Church.
Hmm?
Yumi always talked about going there when she was working nights in the city. She'd grown up way out in the country, at an orphanage called Sunflower.
And this church? It's in Hawaii?
Before I die, I'd like to leave Japan. And bring this there.
Ain't nobody. I don't know which islands
the
it
only
takes
gift
place
I've ever
in
given her.
currently. Oh,
I had no idea. You were such a romantic.
we'll talk about that in a
Kiryu-san.
sec. I don't want to interrupt
Wanna what?
this.
Yes,
That's personal.
right. Oh, sorry to pry. Bad habit of mine.
We were never engaged. Back then, I just couldn't ever tell her how I felt. By the time I finally found the words, she was on her deathbed.
Kiryu-san.
Forget I said anything. Hawaii just popped into my head, that's all.
You want to go put the ring where you
Besides,
would have
we've got
asked,
tomorrow
you
to
would have
worry
tried, you
about
would have wanted
first.
to marry her.
Who knows what'll happen when a room full of Yakuza hear about the dissolution.
He
Your reward
just
doesn't need to be Hawaii. It doesn't even need to be travel.
wants a
Is there
quiet life
anything else that you want?
that he can't have.
I'm the man who erased his life and his name. I don't want anything. Even if I did, you couldn't give it to me.
Truthfully, I do know what you want. But the one thing I can't do is let you see the kids in Okinawa.
Yeah, I know.
He just wants to see the orphans, or go put the ring he would have proposed with and bury it near the church he would have married the love of his life at. He's not asking for much. He's really not asking for much. Saint Nobody asks where in Hawaii Infinite Wealth is taking place. I don't know. Here's what I do know. Apparently, the game is very respectful of Hawaii as a location. It's very faithfully recreated. I know that there is actively very good commentary in it, apparently, about things like the state of policing in Hawaii, the negative impacts of tourism in Hawaii, the way that the rest of the United States and Americans treat Hawaiians and sort of perceive Hawaiians. There's apparently some fairly, politically current awareness of the state of Hawaii, which is nice to hear, and a degree of respectfulness of culture. Having not played it myself, I don't know specifics beyond that, but I've heard positive things from reviewers who are familiar with Hawaii about its depiction. But yeah, this is why Kiryu wants to go to Hawaii. We'll discuss when we get there why Ichiban would be in Hawaii, but Kiryu's going to Hawaii if he survives this. Wink, wink. We kind of know he's going to survive this. To go to the church that the love of his life once mentioned and take the ring he would have proposed with and get some closure on that. Here we go. I did pick the shiniest possible suit for Kiryu. Okay, this is our last chance. Are we gonna go put the Joker makeup on if it will let us? If it permits us, are we putting the Joker... If we still have time, are we putting the Joker makeup on? I think so. Yeah, let's see if it will let us. Have I missed the point of no return, or can I still go put on the makeup? Ain't Nobody says, I've never had too much interest in the Yakuza games, but the Hawaii factor makes it sound more interesting to me. I am very excited to see what they do with the Yakuza game outside of Japan, because it's interesting. There are some specific ties to there are some criminal elements in Hawaii that cross over with, with the Yakuza. There are Yakuza elements that exist within Hawaii in proximity to other criminal elements. If you're gonna do a Yakuza game outside of outside of Japan. Hawaii is one of the few places you can kind of make that a believable thing, that there might be Yakuza you bump into. The goth is good.
There you are.
You're here too, Sora?
I know about a couple of side games, and I'm excited to learn about more.
Sure has. Practically waltzed in like he owned the
Yeah,
place
Japan
until
has
he
economic
showed.
interests in Hawaii.
Even though I told him I was working. Been a real pain in my ass.
Oh, fucking right already. Quit your yapping, will ya?
So what is it? What brought you here?
Don't worry, nothing major. Just thought I'd give you a rundown about tomorrow. Got some stuff to explain.
Yeah, it's been nice seeing Infinite Wealth's Metacritic. I know Metacritic's terrible, but like it's averaging like above a 90. Last I saw it was at like a 92 average review. Like I'm like that's pretty good for a like weird esoteric 8th or 9th entry in a serious but silly crime drama series that has switched from brawling combat to RPG combat. Like you've got to. It's a very niche thing, but to see it reviewing well is nice.
Here though.
I'm doing my research in Yakuza in Hawaii is an actual connection. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, that is the case. Serrano does give off drunk uncle vibes.
Construction site on the edge of Sotembori.
Serrano is my favorite English voice in this. Across the English dub voice cast, Serrano and Akame both really fucking knock it out the park. Okay. Thimba gives us the short version. The Yakuza first came to Hawaii in the 1880s, along with many Japanese immigrants seeking to work on sugar plantations. While their activity was more prominent in Hawaii in the past decades, they still maintain operations there today. Yeah, if you're gonna have a Yakuza presence somewhere outside of Japan, Hawaii is not a bad pick.
It'll be fresh out of the joint. We'll slap a suit on it, then head to Omi Alliance HQ.
Does he know I'm coming?
Yeah, our lawyers filled him in. Told him all about you. Including that you were with us when we offed Nishitani.
You did, huh?
And about that. I'm sorry I kept you in the dark.
Serrano's a decent guy.
So that's what you wanted to explain.
I appreciate
Don't get me
this.
wrong. I got no regrets about it happening. If I could do it over, I'd still kill him. But I tricked you into getting your hands dirty. Then I told you he was a piece of shit that got what was coming to him. Didn't even apologize neither. Well, from where I'm sitting now, I think that was pretty lousy.
I really like
After
Serrano.
tomorrow, I'm gonna be an ex-Yakuza. No rank, no title. Getting a bow from that kind of nobody probably don't do much for you. But still, I'm real goddamn sorry.
Also, I don't think it's going to let us put the Joker makeup on, so I think we're just going to have to be
You and
goth.
me.
We're going to have to be
We
goth.
both led the life.
Goth Joryu for the ending,
We've
which I
been
think
told
still
time and
is
again
good.
that sorry's not good enough.
Apologies
So
for
you
missing the
bow.
point of no return on
You don't
makeup.
really expect to be forgiven. Am I wrong? We'll carry the weight of the things we have done for the rest of our lives. Not like we have any other choice. That's not gonna change when the Omi and Tojo are broken up either.
So I take it I don't have your forgiveness then, huh?
Oh. Lift your head already.
Lift your head up already. You made your point.
I'm
No.
not going to tell him I never
It stays
forgive him.
down until you say you forgive me.
Fine. You're forgiven.
Really?
So, that all you wanted to talk about?
No, I do have one piece of good news.
Hmm?
Some intruders showed up at Omi HQ not too long
He did
ago.
just have an emotional moment. It
One
does
of
make
them
sense
used to
he'd be
Tojo.
goth.
Name's Ichiban Kasuga. You know him?
Ichiban, we know him.
Just got out of prison after 18 years.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of him. I was locked up at that time, too. But he was in a different prison. Any idea why he'd break into Omi HQ?
Because he wants to go find his father figure and go, why the fuck did you shoot me and make you think and leave me for dead, but secretly leave me alive? What are you doing? How can I help? I just want to help you, Dad.
Kasuga used to work for Masumi Arakawa. Like a lost dog, he went right on back to Kamurocho after he got out. And that's when Arakawa shot him.
Shot him.
Remember, Arakawa was pretending to be a Tojo trader in front of the Omi Alliance. Had to shoot his own former loyal in cold blood just to keep up the act.
Ichiban is #1 boy. He's so good.
If he didn't, some other Omi probably would have killed the guy anyway.
I'm so ready for Ichiban and Kiryu to be like a little double act. They're gonna be such a sweet little odd couple.
But Arakawa hit him, so he just barely survived. Shot him to save him, more or less.
Got him to save him.
Hell of a stunt.
Then Kasuga found out about Arakawa's true intentions. The dissolution plan. Everything. So once he got the call from his precious Papa Arakawa-san, he came running over to Osaka.
Okay, Daddy, I'll come see
He'll
you.
be on our side at the announcement tomorrow.
Incompetent Hero says, is the leveling in 7 XP based or cash based? 7 was the first one with Ichiban. It is leveling based. There was like individual character leveling, but there's also job class leveling, and you gained experience and like had a traditional RPG sort of level up style.
Will he make for good muscle?
Here he went toe-to-toe with Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima. Of course, Kasuga had a handful of buddies with him.
You weren't kidding about the good news.
No one knows what'll happen once the cat's out of the bag. Not many guys around we can trust, you know. But Patriarch Watase and the Tojo clan's 6th chairman are ready for every Omi in that room to see this as a declaration.
Yeah,
of
that seems
war.
wise.
Our job's to protect the 2 of them and see the dissolution through.
We'll keep those 2 men
Understood.
alive.
If they're in a tight spot, I'll step in. That 50 billion included a bodyguard fee, didn't it?
We're much obliged.
Oh god,
Take your time and
if
rest
we're
up for
stuck in
tomorrow.
this makeup for the end of the game, this means we're going to end up bumping into Majima while dressed as Majima, and that might actually be a way better way for this game to end. Oh. This is the final save. Can I go
Who are
to the
you?
castle?
So, what'll it be?
Okay. We can go to the castle,
Who are
which
you?
means we can swap to Joker makeup. Chat. 1 for Goth makeup, 2 for Joker makeup. Just a single vote each. Do we swap to Joker, or do we stay as Goth Majima? 1 is Goth, 2 is Joker. Give it a sec. Honestly, kind of surprised. We are currently the votes are in favor of Goth Majima. We'll give it a second for any last votes to come through, but it seems like we're going Goth Majima. Well then, where do we just have a nap to finish? Let's go for it then. Okay. Make sure you have plenty of time. The end of the game is about to happen. Can we get the eye patch to match? Oh. You waited until I had just clicked past the point of no return to ask that. Well, you know what? We'll go to the clothing shop and we'll play around just a little bit with that outfit. I want to meet Majima as Majima. Yeah. Honestly, like, now that idea has hit my head, I'm like, look, Joker would be funny. Meeting Majima as Majima is great. And if we can really one-to-one that as best we can. Yeah, we'll do one last trip to the clothing shop and see what we... Majiryu.
Doryu.
Okay, last trip to the castle. Right! I think it's great that you can do that. I hadn't realized you could do that, and I now love that you can do that. Let's have a look for any last tweaks we want to make. Like, I can change the color of any of these things. I can change any of the individual outfit pieces.
Let's see here.
Okay, so these are our two options for the eye patch. So we can't do anything else with the eye patch. Did we want to change the color of any of the current outfit pieces? Or are there any pieces of this outfit that you're like, we should swap out for something else? Change the snake color. What, this jacket color? Identity theft is not a crime, it's an homage. Yeah, do we change the jacket color to black or... oh, you want to go... Oh, sorry. When you said snake color, you meant snake pattern.
This what's hip now?
Okay, yeah. So okay, so we're going with this. We could go tiger pattern. Is there... We could go this, or we could go snake. I honestly, I think snake works. Do we go Joker Majima? Right.
This what's hip now?
We go like this. You gotta be as close as possible to Majima. I see. Okay.
Maybe this?
Anything else? Anything else we want to change? Or is this the look? Prefer goth? Honestly, I kind of prefer goth. This
is my style.
I think this works. Look, Joker is funny. Construction helmet. I mean, we could go construction helmet.
Maybe this.
We could do this. Majima does sometimes wear a hard hat. He's not going to be wearing a hard hat when we meet him. Do we want this to be the look? Any last suggestions, or is this what we're locking in? Is chat happy? If no further objections, yeah, goth fits the cosplay.
All right, let's go with this.
Take off the helmet on second thought. Yeah, I'm kind of not. Look, I think we skip the helmet. If people are okay with it, I'm kind of on team skip the helmet. Like, you know, he occasionally does wear the helmet. I think this... Yeah, shame the hat can't be grey. Is there a pirate hat? Is there a pirate hat? No. At least not that I have access to. I think we just go with this. I think we don't overcomplicate it. I think we... Yeah, we've don't worry. We've got the eye patch Incompetent Hero. I think this is about as Majima as we can get. Tara says fine, be against fun. I think this is fun. I think the fun thing to do is to turn up looking as much like the Majima we're about to meet as possible, so it's just Majima and Majima. I am having to fight the urge to go back and put the Joker makeup on, though. Like... no. But we've made a hard save, so we could still come back and put the Joker makeup on someday. We could return to this with Joker makeup someday if we wished. We've not shut that option off for ourselves. Okay, yeah, let's do it. It's this place where you do the never get hit challenge in Yakuza 0. Where you've got to like dodge, never take a punch.
The boss should be here soon. He's on his way from the joint.
In a different time, we'd have rolled out the red carpet. But meeting at the prison's a no-go. Doesn't matter if you're captain of the Omi anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I bet. You did 10 years, didn't you? For killing your boss, no less. Us smashing up the Omi today ain't so different, is it?
What gives, Shishido? You scared all of a sudden?
Those decades of Yakuza families, all that history. And we're gonna tear it all down. Ain't you nervous, Captain?
We are just giving
Maybe
Majima
a
a
bit.
surprise Majima, yes.
But my mind's made up. And you'd better watch yourself. Don't say stupid shit like that round the boss.
Of course.
Here he comes. It's the big man himself. Big Mr. Crime Boss.
Welcome back, boss.
Thanks.
Thank you for all you've done for us.
I could say the same.
God, his face is so lovingly sculpted.
Welcome back. Sereno, Shishido, you two did good.
Andy H, I've started playing Like a Dragonician. I haven't played nearly as much of it as I'd like to. I started playing it and then I put it on the back burner because Infinite Wealth was coming out, and I was like, Ishin isn't really connected to any of the others, so I can just get to it when I get to it. I don't need to like prioritize it in my my Like a Dragons, but I am slowly chipping through it.
See, you brought a dragon back from the dead. Couldn't have been easy.
I do love these title cards, they're so good.
Sure wasn't. But 50 billion goes a long way. The Daidoji were willing to let out his leash a bit.
Thanks for coming, Kiryu-han. Guess I'm not the only one in a tough spot here. You know how much cash I ran through to find you?
You're already talking about money? Man, I knew it was more about ideals.
Ha! Big talk coming from a dead man. None of it ever made any goddamn sense, did it? The dragon of Dojima died, but no one saw the body. Who'd be dumb enough to fall for that shit?
Watase's English voice is very, like Italian-American mobster. It's a choice.
Fooled everyone but you.
Only one you're fooling is yourself. Anyway, forget
Sorry
all
for
that.
these
We got a big
sniffles.
event today, and I can't pull it off without you. This is the day the Yakuza end.
Yeah. Making a big move. You and Daigo both.
We didn't choose this. The times forced us to. Politicians, cops, they treat us like we ain't even people, then justify it with one bullshit law or another.
I don't
Only
dislike
future
the
we got as
voice.
Yakuza is as lapdogs or underground
It's
thugs.
just not what I was
Seems that
anticipating.
way.
But we can still make ourselves a third option. We dissolve the groups and get as many of the Yakuza as we can into our safety net. The longer we wait, the less we can do. And more Yakuza will fall by the wayside.
Truthfully, I can't say if that's the right choice. I'm hardly qualified to. But either way,
Ah.
you're putting your lives on the line to do
You
this.
do this on the day of my
That's
Daito's
reason enough
wedding.
for me to help.
Look, I realize you got Daijoji breathing down your neck. But putting two giants like Oni and Tojo to rest didn't take living legends. And a dead one, I suppose. I'm counting on you, Kiryu-han.
Boss, do you have the letter of dissolution?
Huh?
This is a historic moment. How about I get you in a badass pose holding the paperwork?
Hey, quit screwing around.
Oh, come on. Everybody's snapping pics these days. Right, Kiryu-san?
Whoa, knock it off. The fuck's wrong with you?
Not being at all suspicious, are you, sir?
Captain of the Omi Alliance, conspiring with the supposedly dead former 4th chairman of the Tojo clan. Plotting to betray his family and disband the Omi? He's got the
Shit.
Declaration of Dissolution addressed to the police right there in his pocket.
Now, Shishido, I know... Look, you're recording your evidence for your double cross. Great. First of all, don't, like, announce to his face that you're filming him and like all of this. Don't make it obvious. Second of all, don't record it. Live stream it. Live stream it because then they can't do anything to stop you. Don't film it in a way that they can find out because then they can stop you before you upload it.
Get it. You're against all this.
Shishido.
Omi, new or old, see this video right here? Rank be damned, they'll kill you. On top of that, they'll see it was me who exposed you. I'll be the goddamn hero. What are you saying? To start, I'll be taking over the Watase family. Already had the groundwork laid. What? All of you?
Oopsie.
So the Patriarch and the Captain weren't with us. No shit that'd have everyone turned on you. You were so busy licking Watase's boots, you forgot about everyone else under you. Just means you didn't have the damn balls.
And you think you're any different?
I know my place in the world. I'll take it step by step. Patriarch will be the first for me. Then it'll be the top of the Omi Alliance.
That's some pretty big talk there.
I wasn't raised that great, you know. When I could take my shot, I make sure I put my life on it. 2 long years. I've been waiting for this. To expose the Omi Alliance's greatest threat. You backstabbing rat fucks! So you were against us all this fucking time.
You played the long game.
You two turned on us first. Turn your back on us! Hey! I'm back! You all missed me, right?
Nishitani.
Kazuma Kiryu. Masaru Watase.
Yeah, you might remember Shishido was the man who supposedly stabbed Nishitani in the torso like a dozen times, and then his body kind of went missing from the fire. It's almost like maybe he didn't do as much of a murder of this man as he was supposed to. Oopsie.
You're both dead as fuck. You wrinkly ass traitors! What?
Sorry, there's discussion in the chat of Solid Snake in Fortnite has no ass. Every time he's put into anything, his ass shrinks. It's been a phenomenon that has been documented ever since my, piece of research literature, Things I Learned from Mario's Ass, available now wherever you can buy beautiful coffee table book illustrated art books. There is an entire essay in that. I think it was Alana Pierce that did an essay that was about like the steadily decreasing size of Snake's ass the more times he appears in video games. Go check out Things I Learned from Mario's Butt for an analytical research read on Snake's disappearing ass.
How? Patriarch Nishitani, you're supposed to be... I'm the one who killed him. Remember? Kiryu-san was there, but I had my back to him. He couldn't see a thing. So I just pretended to stab him with a little toy that spurts blood. Had a rescue team nearby and everything. All went according to plan.
Oh no, Echo! Echo says, I didn't get a notification saying you're live. Don't worry, I can summarize what has been happening. Here's the gist. Today is the day the Yakuza's being dissolved. This man in the white shirt, he's one of the Yakuza clan leaders, one of the 2 people who's gonna be like, yep, we're dissolving the Yakuza today.
Well made.
This guy in the sort of black and gold jacket who was like, yeah, I'm on team help the boss dissolve the Yakuza. He's been lying the whole time. He wants to make a power grab for the top. He faked killing Nishitani, the man who ran the Coliseum, smarmy little fuck, faked killing him. He's making a big power grab. There you go. There's the gist. Hopefully that catches you up. Also, we collected 7 Dragon Balls and wished for magic panties.
Unlike yours. But why, Shishido?
Don't you hate Nishitani too? How could you?
You're not wrong.
Also, we're cosplaying as Majima, the other character you sometimes play as in Yakuza, because we're going to bump into him later, and it's going to be funny when we're both dressed the exact same. There you go, that's what we missed. Yeah, okay, I think we wished for sexy panties, and we got Shen, who is clearly meant to be Shenlong from Dragon Ball Z, gave us his magic golden underpants.
Nishitani's had me under his thumb forever.
You know, outside of
Been
the
a
serious
living
crime
hell
drama
for years
here.
on end. And you're the one who saved my ass, Captain.
So this is how you repay the favor?
You know, I was a good-for-nothing little shit as a kid. But now, I strut around this fucking town head high. Out having those glitzy nights I always dreamed about. And once I knuckled up and stood on the winning side, I learned.
I do really
There
enjoy
ain't nothing better than
Shishido's,
having the run of somebody, 'cause you're stronger than them, and they're piss scared of you.
yeah, I really do like Shishido's heel turn, his Judas betrayal moment, because here's the thing, it's set up really well. Like, the times that we learn backstory stuff about Shishido during this, he talks about the fact that, like, his entire relationship to the Yakuza is, yeah, they saved me from poverty, but they also basically treated me terribly and, like, used the fact that I was not strong enough to fight back to justify using me like a punching bag, and that really grew resentment for the kind of people that, like, seemed like they'd had rank and success just handed to them, and that he's been working his whole life and gets treated like he's nothing. And, like, that resentment is well built, but he does a really good job of, like, going, but this is why I don't resent them, and giving, like, plausible, believable reasons not to resent them, and eventually dropping the facade and going, you know what? No, I do resent them. I can spin a good yarn, but, like, I fucking hate them for this, and because ultimately, he wants to be in the position that the people above him were in. He wants to be the one who is so powerful that people below him cower. He doesn't want to be the one cowering anymore. He wants to be the one making you cower. And I'm like, that's an understandable motive for sure.
Damn you. A full belly, clothes on my back, women in my bed. Maybe you think all that was a gift from you. What? But you'd be fucking wrong.
Yeah, working class man versus Nepo babies.
My way up from nothing. You just gave me a little boost in the home stretch. God, getting ordered around by a smug asshole like you. So sure his shit don't stink. I can't count how many times I've wanted to strangle you. I don't know how I managed not to. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. Everything I got because I fought and won and took it my own fucking self. And you're planning to do what again? Break up the group? Dissolve the Omi Alliance?
Yeah, that is the plan.
Out of here with that. You go senile in lockup or something, you dickless piece of shit.
Shishido.
But while you all were flipping your shit over your little conspiracy, I still didn't have any proof. That's why I held on till the time was right. Even with proof, I'm not an idiot of your caliber. I know I can't rebuild the Omi alone. You gotta show people a vision for the future, or else nobody will follow you.
Shishido, all you needed to do was station one of your men, like, up on a scaffold somewhere and film from a distance. That's all you needed to do. And you could have just quietly filmed, uploaded it, no one would have known. You so almost won, sir.
But with the Kijin clan at my back, everything's taken care of. After I saved Patriarch Nishitani from the fire, I laid all my cards on the table for him. How Kazuma Kiryu survived. About the plot to dissolve the Omi Alliance and the Tojo clan.
A shocking betrayal. An unforgivable conspiracy.
I do enjoy Nishitani's
Isn't
actor
that
too.
right, Watase Anaki?
He's
You
so
recognized my
fun.
hat back then. Didn't even care that I just left the Chingon Mafia, did you? Power is all that matters. Hey, you showed those weren't empty words. I figured you for a real man's man, so I didn't mind getting my hands dirty for you. Who do you have to thank for that squeaky clean image of yours, huh?
So his suit
And
is
now
gorgeous.
you throw me to the wolves because I'm in the way of your scheme? Kill him? Get rid of him? Sounds damn crazy, right?
No, I'm the one who ordered you to be killed.
Shut your fucking mouth, Cyrano! Hawking's not going to save you.
Yeah, beating your ass is gonna save us.
Just like he betrayed the Omi Alliance. You know how much that stings for us? You got any idea? But you, Shishido, you've gone above and beyond. What a guy. Love ya.
If you all don't want the Omi Alliance, then we'll take it for ourselves.
Nah, no thanks.
Looks like you're happy to do just the same.
Damn right. And look what that lick bought me.
I mean, you do make a good point,
Holy
Shishido.
crap, Kiryu-han. I wasn't expecting this.
Don't worry, we got this.
Squaring off against the Watasi family and Kijin both.
You've got the Dragon of Dojima
Would've
with you.
figured.
You're gonna be
I
fine.
thought the worst of it would be at Omi HQ.
Yeah, me too. So, if you lost your edge in the joint, we're done for.
Huh. Didn't I tell you I've been planning this day for years? I ain't gone soft even a little. Can't speak for you, though.
Well, that gives me a bit of hope. What about you, Surno?
Yeah, the three of us can totally take this lot.
I get to fight with a couple of legends. You think I'd pass up being part of that trio? Fact is, I'm so fucking mad right now, you couldn't stop me if you tried.
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Shishido, your plan may have been years in the making. But you missed one major detail.
Yeah?
What do you think will happen if you don't kill us here and now? You'd have to start all over again, wouldn't you? You think you have enough manpower to take us down?
Now here's a moment worth saving. Shoot another video, now. Show everyone in the Omi Alliance what we're
Yeah,
made
get complacent. Film another video rather than uploading the one you have.
of. Get rid of these relics.
Overestimate
The new Omi
yourself,
Alliance
sir.
begins now. Kill them all! Let's go!
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's go. This showtime.
Yep, Kiryu is indeed not the only one to die and come back. Why am I doing this one heat move tonight that I've never done before? It's great, but...
Smoking kills.
Sorry, I've only just realized during that heat move, Kiryu literally says, "Smoking kills you." Kiryu is acknowledging that smoking is fatal during the heat move. Oh, it wouldn't be a Yakuza if the evil plan wasn't brought down due to a villain monologue.
I'll handle them somehow. Just hold out.
Okay, cool, I gotta... Here we go. Now, having beaten that optional boss, it means I am a little overpowered for this, but it's fine. I get to power fantasy this. I want this to be an easy fight because I want it to be like, oh, Shishido, you thought you could stop the Dragon of Dojima by just like, you know, doing a little video. Oh no, you picked the wrong fucking fight, sir. Kiryu is a one-man army that you underestimated, and I think that narratively works best. Is just you didn't account for this force of nature, literally murdering your entire force. He did just make an enemy shoot himself in the dick, yes. He did indeed do that, Echo, don't worry. Kiryu's never killed a man. He's only made them shoot themselves in the dick a little bit. A very non-fatal thing to do. You know, he was being thoughtful. New bottom surgery just dropped, that's all. You know, he's been researching members of that clan and going like, hey, I know you've been saving up for a while, off it goes. Okay. Okay, we pop this back up. Aren't there any police in this town? Well, that's kind of the problem, is that the police are actively being distracted right now. Like, if you've played Yakuza 7, there is like a whole plan going on to like distract the police from noticing the shit that's about to go down. It's why half the stuff that went down in Yakuza 7 happened, was to provide a distraction before the big downfall of the Yakuza. The first the police are going to know of this is us walking up going, we dissolved the Yakuza.
How the fuck did this happen?
You underestimated
Appreciate the
Joryu.
time. Gotta warm up thanks to you. Sorry to break it to you like this, but the show's gotta go on.
Oh, the paint, the blood splatters on the face paint are a great look. Echo says, never killed a man, immediately kicks a man off a 2-story construction site. That's not necessarily fatal. A woman once survived falling out of an airplane and the parachute not going off, and she was alright, so, like, not fatal, probably. Oh, I love a good slow-motion double punch. Kiryu's never killed a man. Never killed a man. Doing alright there, Captain. Look at you go. He might have shot down a helicopter once, but that might not have been fatal.
Sorry about your precious scoop there.
Don't worry about it. He's never killed anyone. Never. Thimba says, don't worry, if Yakuza games have taught me anything, Shishido is certainly alive. I mean, look, I will object. I will refuse to comment on that one. But,
No. Damn it! Just fucking die! Cerno! Oh no, boss!
oh, that was a really, like, brave thing you did.
I'm so glad.
But it was a real fucking stupid move to get yourself stabbed. You need to not die. You need to be one of the 2 people who dissolves the Yakuza. Like, Serrano, I love him, but like, he is less, you are more vital than him in this moment.
You're the one I wanted most of all anyway. My big white whale.
Like,
Wanna kill me? I guess I can't blame you. If I
Ter-
were in your shoes, I feel the same way.
Terra, yeah, Kiryu talked everyone down, don't worry about it.
You know, why'd you betray us? How could you Watase?
Okay, the knife coming out is bad. You want to leave the knife in if you can.
Shut your mouth! More of them.
That's probably pretty fatal.
Figured you needed a hand, so I made sure to step on it here. Perhaps I may have gone a little overboard.
Nah, you're fine. We do need to patch up with Tase, though. He took a real big knife to the gut.
What are you doing here?
What about me?
Akame's been giving us info on Sotenbori lately. She's got her fingers in every pie in this city, so to speak.
Cool, cool. Can we bandage
And
up with
today,
Tase?
She got a tip that someone resembling Nishitani was spotted around town. Dead man walking.
Yep, just a little bit ago.
I worried I may be imposing, but I decided to check in on you anyway. Limo and all. Didn't want to show up empty-handed. Can't have the Omi captain riding in anything less.
And here's the thing, you're right, Echo. Like, Watase made some real fucking dumb moves while he had a knife in him. But also, I do respect the fact that he threw himself in front of Serrano to avoid Serrano getting stabbed. Because, like, Watase has just realized, literally, there were only 2 people in this entire place who had my back on this plan. It's literally, it's Kiryu and Serrano. You are the only 2 people who didn't betray me today. Yeah, I understand why Watase, without thinking, might take a knife for Serrano as one of the only two people who didn't absolutely betray the hell out of him. Quick, make him
Have
drink
a new
14
suit,
stamina
Joryu.
hands.
You're covered in blood, you know.
You've got some thoughtful friends.
You're telling me.
Hey, I got something for you too, boss.
I guess I won't have a chance to rest this gut of mine.
Resting isn't gonna help, sir.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty fucking fatal stab wound
This
you
might
took.
sting a little, but it'll hide the cuts. Wouldn't be a good look for breaking up the Omi. They'd think your own guard dog bit you.
We should be driving while we have
I
this
don't need salt rubbed in
conversation.
with the makeup. I get the picture.
Why are we
The
not
bleeding
on the
your belt
way?
stopped, but that's all. Try to move as little as possible, all right?
I mean, the new suit will at least... Oh, they're not letting us keep the Majima outfit. I'm so sorry, everyone. They're not letting us go to the Majima fight dressed as Majima.
Ah, that's smart.
You'll need some rest.
I get
before
why, but, like, let us be
you can't
Majima
even
when we
walk,
meet Majima.
I'm afraid there's not much else you can do.
Fuck off! The boss is the one who got gut shanked. And I worked hard as hell for a long time to make this day a reality. I ain't about to split right when things get good.
Incompetent Hero, Watase didn't willingly remove the knife from the stab hole. He headbutted Nishitani, and Nishitani pulled the knife out as he recoiled.
How can you stick your neck out so far for those above you? The Yakuza lifestyle is alien.
He's a rare sort these days. So, what do we do about Nishitani?
Don't worry. Someone from Daidoji will be
Oh,
around
he's
to
alive.
pick him
He
up
survived being hit by the
soon. We should
limo,
be
I
leaving
guess.
shortly.
Sorry to keep y'all waiting. Watase-san's Scarless makeover is complete. You guys can head to Omi HQ now. I'll say
Now,
goodbye. to
move
you.
quickly before he bleeds through his new suit.
Oh? What's up, Joryu?
When we first met, I never...
Yeah, Drewsy's probably right. The reason is probably that they're reusing Yakuza 7 cutscenes with extras, but, like, would it really be that hard to re-export the cutscene with your custom outfit?
imagined you'd end up doing so much for me. Thank you, Akame. I really mean it.
You look like such a nerd.
Why are you making it sound like we're
Joryu.
never gonna see each other again?
Sorry. Guess I sounded pretty serious.
Well, listen up, Joryu. I'm gonna have work for you when you get back. I'll be counting on you.
Sure thing.
Now, someone slit this man's throat before he becomes a problem again. Thimba says, I was checking the review scores for the Yakuza games. They're all like 70s and 80s. Infinite Wealth gets a 90. Yeah, Infinite Wealth is by like quite a nice margin the highest reviewed Yakuza game yet. It's averaging about a 10 out of 100 higher than the usual average, which is really reassuring for this week. What do I think of the English dub? I think there's a couple of points where it's been a little, you know, it's not always perfect. There's a couple of casting choices I've gone, yeah, so. But on the whole, I've really enjoyed it. I know some people really don't enjoy Yongyi's. Kiryu, I think he's done a pretty solid job. As I've said before, I want to see the ending of this because there is one particular emotional moment at the end of this game that is going to be my real test case for whether I think the dub of this is good or not. And it's whether Yongyi can pull off the one very emotional scene. If he can pull that off, I'm very happy with him as a Kiryu voice actor. But it's the one scene he needs to nail, and I will let you know when it's coming.
Now we're finally back on track.
Oh, have a good
Not
night,
exactly.
Artisynth.
I counted Shishido on my side, but now he's gone and I got a knife to the gut.
You really should have given Watase the black
too.
suit and given
That may be.
Joryu the
At
white
least you're
one,
being
given the gut
chauffeured in a
wound.
limousine. The Omi captain shouldn't bellyache so much. Though I suppose you've been stabbed there.
Hey, shut your goddamn mouth already. This ain't the time to be flapping your fucking lips like usual.
Guys, come on. I'm the one sitting here with all this shit speckled on my face.
Yeah, like, there are choices like Watase's voice here, where I said before when he first came up, I don't dislike his voice here. I was surprised by the voice choice being a little bit like Italian-American mobster. I don't hate it. It very quickly grew on me. My experience with the dub has largely been that occasionally going, that's not the voice I expected, and then taking a second and going, I don't mind the voice, though.
I gotta stand tall once we get to HQ. Give me a break for now, will you?
Whatever you say.
How much further, Hanawa?
About 10 minutes.
That means in 15, the Omi Tojo dissolution will have been declared.
Yeah, Drew, see, I agree with you. I really don't get the people who have been like, Yonggi's terrible in the role. I'm like, look, he's a little monotone on occasion, but I think what Yonggi's done really well with Kiryu is he does the thing that is really hard to do, which is a performance that feels consistent and makes sense both in the serious moments and in the silly, wacky moments. He's found a voice that works for both, and it makes the serious moments land, and it makes the silly moments funny because they are, like, dry delivery, like being the straight man to the joke happening around him. And I think that is a hard thing to do, and I have been pretty impressed with how he has walked that line.
I'm about to light a powder keg loaded with who the hell knows what.
Right.
Yeah, Mark Hamill was Majima in the original PS2 version. And he was a good Majima.
Last rites.
Even if he doesn't remember
You know
doing the
as well as
voice.
I do. You're the only one who can pull that off.
I can pull up a clip of it if
The
people want to hear
declarations of
Mark
dissolution
Hamill's
even exist.
Majima.
They do now. Got one right here. Feels like I wrote out my last will and testament.
Let me see if I can grab
Probably
it quick.
similar enough.
No one can say what comes next. Best be ready for the worst.
Yeah, let me pause. Here is Mark Hamill doing voice lines for Yakuza. Please have no... Oh yeah, here we go. Back in the day.
Like always, you're as tough as nails. I knew you were, Kazuma-chan, but, I'm not finished yet. Well, this is the part where you're supposed to laugh. Come on, why don't you give me a little laugh?
He played Majima very Joker, but I think it works. Heavy Man says he got pretty annoying about being cast as Kiryu and lashed out at people who criticized his casting. I can't say I blame him. It's his first time getting cast in a major role, and before anyone had heard his voice, he was being slammed with you suck, why do you get to be Kiryu? Why wasn't blank given the role? I can understand being a bit like, your excitement has been instantly squashed by the internet deciding they hate you before they've even heard your voice. I don't blame him for being a bit abrasive at some of the response he got. Yeah, honestly, yeah, if there was, if at some point in the future, Yakuza's 1 through 6 get English dubs, I'd be very okay with Yonggi doing the English dub Kiryu voices. Yeah, it was very jokery, but again, I think you can play Majima very jokery,
Really
and
is
I think
quite
it
the sight.
works.
Being greeted by the young leaders of the Alliance like this? So, these are the folks you're breaking the bad news to?
Ah, shut up already.
Watase, how's your wound holding up?
Oh, it's only the worst pain I've ever felt. I try to keep a straight face.
I'll protect you with my life. No one will.
Again, give him the black jacket. Swap jackets
Yeah,
with
knock it
Kiryu.
off. You damn charmer.
Eth Demon, I really don't expect they'll ever get dubs. But I'm really... You know what I am kind of surprised? I'm surprised that 1 and 2, that they didn't just go, hey, we'll just put the original English dub into Kiwami. So you can play Kiwami with the PS2 dub. As like, you know, not the default, but it's an option hidden in a menu somewhere. Do you want to play this with the PS2 dub? Because there's part of me that's like, if I stream through the rest of the series at some point,
This
I
is where
might
make my exit. I hope
load
all
up
goes well for you.
I might find a way to in HD play the PS2 versions just to play 1 and 2 with the dub. I think that would be interesting. I think the script changed enough to not be feasible. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't remember the originals well enough to know how much changed. There's scenes in the remake that aren't in the original. Yeah, but you could put the voices that are there in and go like, hey, look, this is an incomplete dub, but like what's there is there. It's here if you want it. And then they never will. I know. But I would like that.
We've been through some shit, haven't we? I owe you a thanks, Hano.
Joyu, don't forget, you're still a Daidoji man.
Yeah, I know
It's
that
imperative you
other
come
than the
back in
original
one piece.
PS2 dub, it really was pretty recent they started dubbing. Because wasn't it Yakuza 7? Wasn't it Like a Dragon was the first one that they dubbed in English in the modern era? Yeah, I do like Kiwami, but I just find it easier being for streaming purposes, it's really nice to have a dub. I find a dub much easier to stream. It's a lot less work to stream. There's a lot less of me having to, like, constantly read everything being said all of the time for anyone who's relying on audio to follow the narrative.
The Alliance of Kansai started off as the idea of a few ambitious men more than 100 years ago. In the early days, we were fierce, ready to go to war at any moment. Although we only fought against other factions, we know these wars took a heavy toll on the people here in the city we call home. And for that, we are deeply sorry.
Yeah, telling a bunch of criminals, hey, we feel very bad that we hurt innocent people, don't we all?
On this day, the presiding
I
chairman
love
does
this whole
declare,
fucking speech.
And I, Captain Watase, do co-sign this official document, which proclaims the Omi Alliance of Kansai is hereby dissolved.
I love how straight-faced he plays this.
This we pledge.
Like, he just ignores the response in the room, and I think that's great.
Why are you doing this, Captain? What are you thinking?
There's Majima, who we're not allowed to dress up like in this fight. Yeah, honestly, Heavy Man, it has been really nice seeing this series break into the mainstream, considering how niche it is. And again, that's why I think it would be worth their effort to dub the first 6. I think there is a real audience of people who would get on board with the first 6 if there were dubs. I think that would open up a lot of those early games, and I think it would be worth their time.
I go Dojima,
yeah.
chairman of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? The fuck's he doing here?
First 7, yeah.
I think it's time.
Let's do it.
Sorry, yeah, 0 to 6, not, yeah. In my head, I'm like, up to Yakuza 6, that's 6
The
games.
Tojo clan is also officially dissolved.
No, I know 0. I'm playing 0 at the moment, ETH Demon, I'm aware.
I will serve as each other's witnesses as we each end our factions.
Yeah, this is such a power move.
This decision was ratified by the Omi chairman, Captain Watase, and acting Captain Masumi Arakawa. Bullshit! What kind of shady crap is this?
Fuck you, Watase! You're a goddamn traitor!
Saejima.
This is the act of strength you need to do.
I made sure this would be nice and sharp for today. I really want to test it out. Any volunteers?
Majima-san.
We're gonna march this declaration down to Osaka PD. I know, most of you are none too happy about it. So listen up. If you consider yourself real Yakuza, then you'll have to stop me.
Oh, who is Matt Mercer being in this? Is he Majima?
Good shit.
Am I getting that
Starting to
correctly?
see the big picture, Arakawa-han.
So that's him.
He's Majima. That is an interesting choice for Majima. I don't dislike the English Majima voice. I would not have picked out that was Matt Mercer. I think he's done a really good job with it. Honestly, pretty surprised to hear that's Matt Mercer.
Masumi Arakawa.
Sure is. This kind of brawl, most of us never lived to see one like it.
So if we're gonna make history here, you bet your ass I'm gonna take a
Yeah, he
stand
does have an
beside
impressive
that
range.
monster.
I'm always surprised at how well he hides his roles. I love this guy's heel turn, or face turn, I guess.
I'd much rather fight with you than against you.
Things are about to get real.
Also,
spicy.
Ichiban's English voice is so good. If you didn't play Like a Dragon with the English dub, honestly, Like a Dragon had a perfect English dub. Ichiban's voice was perfect. I can't imagine playing as Ichiban not in English. His voice was so well chosen.
See that
He's a
scrappy
lovable
fella
idiot,
next
and I
to
love
Tendo
him.
over there. He's that Kasuga guy I was talking about.
Finally time to step out of the shadows, huh? Look at us. We're about to have the fight of our lives just to get that point across. With the Yakuza legends at our side.
This is such a fucking Smash Ultimate everybody's here moment.
Let's make it one to remember!
That's our cue.
Right. They've all got eyes on Watase and Daigo. We need to protect them.
Drew C says, I prefer the Japanese voice dub personally, but he is great. Yeah, I won't blame anyone who prefers the Japanese voice dub. Look, I primarily use the English dub because I find it easier to follow it if the language I'm hearing and the language I'm reading in the subtitles are the same. I find it easier for stuff to go in and I don't miss as much information. I'm not so prone to impulsively clicking through things too fast. I have a bit more patience if I can match two of my senses at once. Hooray, ADHD and other comorbid conditions. But, like, for me, an English dub doesn't have to be phenomenal. If it is above a, like, decently good level of quality, for me, it's worthwhile to experience that way. I get more benefit from playing in the same, hearing the language I'm reading, than I do from maybe a bit of a more varied performance in a language I'm not really taking in. Transient Post says, honest to God, I prefer the English Ichiban to the Japanese voice actor. He's much more upbeat and enthusiastic, carries the vibe of the character. Agreed. I really think Ichiban's English voice is perfect. It is so good for him. Terra says, Ichiban now going turn-based mode in his head. Yes, exactly.
This has gone far enough.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
What the? I knew you weren't really gone.
So he's finally back. The Dragon of Dojima.
I like Sojima's voice as well. I think it fits him.
Watase, how did you find him?
He took his glasses off and I recognized him.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just some extra muscle. Some bodyguard I hired. Couldn't
And the
even
music
tell you
kicks
his
in.
name.
Leave this part to me. You guys worry about the front line. I'll protect the back even if it costs me my life.
I don't know who you are. You sure know how to make an
I
entrance.
love these two. I'm so ready for a whole game of these two.
Share the spotlight, would you, Kiryu-san?
Yakuza 7, I really do think does a good job of setting up these two as a double act. Also, the fucking texture work on that tattoo.
Time for seconds. This feast ain't over till it's over.
He's so exaggerated and I love him.
Ready for this?
That's the thing for me, yeah. It's the English dub gets over an obstacle, and like I can play the games in Japanese. The ones that don't have dubs, I have played, but it's such a slower experience for me to play through. I need to have so much more focus. Like these, with the English dub, I can sit and just like play after work and have like chill with it. Whereas if I'm playing the ones that are in subtitled only, I find that I end up having to I have to, like, at the peak of when my ADHD meds are working, I have a couple of hours where I can enjoy Yakuza before I stop focusing properly again. Like, I have to deal with my I can't focus on shit disability to play the ones that don't have a dub. You know, I know some people scoff at the idea of a dub as accessibility, but it really is for me.
Joey, more enemies are coming in from over there. Seems like there's no end to them.
I'll give him a taste of my
East Demon, I mean, they're certainly trying to imply that Infinite Wealth will be Kiryu's send-off. I don't know whether they'll commit to it or not, but it really does seem to be implying, like, that's going to be the handover. And you know what? If we only get one more game with Kiryu and then we fully hand over to Ichiban, I'm okay with that. I think as long as and again, don't spoil me if you know more than I do, but if Infinite Wealth is as it appears to be, half Ichiban's story, half goodbye for Kiryu, I'm very okay with that. If we get like a proper focused goodbye for Kiryu and hand over to Ichiban in a game where the two of them are interacting, I think that works really well. But I know some people won't enjoy it. I'm really excited for that potentially being what's happening. Anyway, let's kick some ass. Make him shoot himself in the dick. Andy H, I am aware that New Game Plus is going to be behind a paywall in Infinite Wealth, and that does suck. It's not enough for me to not be excited about Infinite Wealth. But part of why I'm not like that disappointed is I don't play a lot of New Game Pluses, mainly because as someone that like does video game opinions as a job, I very rarely have the time to play a game twice. I usually have to move on to the next thing to have opinions about. Me playing this twice is a rarity. I played it when it first came out, waited for the English dub, played it again on stream. Like, a second playthrough on stream is usually the only time I get a chance to replay a game, but I think that's why I'm not... I objectively know it's bad that New Game Plus is locked behind Collector's Edition. I don't personally mind it because I so rarely have the time to New Game Plus a game I've already played.
Is that all of them? Nice. We did it.
Given that East Demon says, given that Infinite Wealth is like 60 hours minimum, I likely won't be playing it a second time anytime soon. Yeah, same. I have to find time to play weird little shit like I did today. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. That's a fucking great game. If I spend 60 hours replaying a Yakuza game, that's 60 hours I can't spend finding weird little indie stuff to talk about. Glad to lose a friend, glad to develop a character. Yeah, I get you.
Kiryu-san.
Don't take this the wrong way, Dojima-san. It's just that my bodyguard, well, he's not anybody whose name you would know. You might be thinking he looks real damn familiar, but it ain't him.
Hold on.
I hired him from a temple called Dido something or other, I think it was.
I love that everyone is finally committing to the
all
this
I
is
got.
Joryu bit.
Puzzle it out for yourself.
Yeah.
Understood.
Well, if we're done here, let's go. Everyone, come this
No!
way.
Daigo doesn't know he's Kiryu. He believes Watase saying that this is Joryu. He just looks real familiar, is all. Heavy Man says, Like a Dragon 7 on PS5 had a thing where the combat music turns off when Spotify was on, so I listened to Grendel while grinding.
Good luck out there, Kasuga. You're gonna do great.
I might do a daytime stream tomorrow of Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. That game is honestly pretty great. It's pretty short, but it's so good. Really big fan of it.
And that was way, way easier than I thought it would be.
When the event happened, I had to
Kind of
stop
a
like...
letdown, huh?
You say that, but this
Yeah,
shit's
sorry about that.
exhausting. Felt like I lose my damn lunch.
Still, guess this really is the end, huh?
Yeah, and Anim Zero says, it's Kiryu's identical older brother he never mentioned and has been in the US working for the CIA. It's totally plausible story beat. People would believe that. Here's a fun story. When I started transitioning at work, when I used to work at a supermarket, there was a weird period where I pretty frequently would get people come up to the till and go, "Oh, didn't your brother used to work here? When did your brother stop working here?" it really did not take much softening of the face for people to assume I was my own twin sister, and that my twin brother had stopped working at that supermarket. It really doesn't take much to convince a person, yeah, that's just a very similar looking sibling of someone.
The Omi and the Tojo are done like dinner. Smell you later, guys.
Heavy Man, I'm glad you enjoy
How
the
about a
event
party
in
to
Grendel.
celebrate, huh?
So many people gave me
Really
so
go
much
for
shit for
some
that.
tripe right about now. Of course, we can't forget.
It breaks my heart, the event, but I'm glad
Thanks.
I'm glad I did
thanks.
it.
Oh, come on, just a few drinks. You know, I never bought it. The whole thing about you dying and all was a load of bullshit. Kiryu-chan.
You've got the wrong guy. Sorry, but I've never met
Oh,
you.
Majima, your voice is
hell?
so good.
Look me in the eye and tell me you expect me to keep playing along with this shit.
I can now hear that
I'm not
it's
asking you
Matt
to do
Mercer. I
anything
can hear
for
it
me.
now you've said it.
You can move on and forget about it once I'm gone.
Yeah, whatever. I'll go along with your little charade for now, okay? So no leaving. My heart can't take it.
Here we go, I'm back.
Huh? What's that?
Oh shit, who called it that he was not dead from being kicked into that construction site?
Shishido. You're
Simba,
still
you did call it.
If Luce could kill, we'd be in trouble
Ah.
now.
So he hasn't learned his lesson. Guess it's on me to
Yeah,
teach him.
look, Terra, without saying too much, that event in Grendel, it was the thing that made most sense for the narrative. And as someone who'd never had a character death in Dice Funk, it felt like the right choice to make. But it doesn't change the fact that I grieve at the premature loss and lack of happy ending for that Dice Funk character, and I would love to find some excuse to bring them back someday in a story, because I had so much I wanted to do with that character that I never got to, but that's what made it work, and I wouldn't do it often, but I'm glad I did the event once.
Hey, you didn't finish the job? Why not, Shigan-san?
That or he's one hell of a cockroach.
You're not getting off that easy. Not while I'm still sucking air. If you want to fuck with the Omi Alliance...
Shishido's voice act is really good
push
too.
you
I
back
very
till I'm
much
dead on the
enjoy
ground.
his performance.
It's over, Shishido. Cut the crap. This is freaking pathetic, man.
Like,
You stay
Serrano
the
and
fuck out of
Shishido
the
make a
way,
really good double act.
Traitor. Shishido.
Cornered animal at this point. Don't look like he's got anything left to lose.
Like, look at this man. Look at this cornered animal.
Get the fuck off me!
Is that the best you got?
Yeah, incompetent. Okay. Yeah, but incompetent hero. You're. The point is, butchering is the release function, and you can do it to a human. You can release a human being. I'm not wrong that that's a thing you can do. Like, there's maybe more to it, but it is a thing that can be done.
Look at me.
Like, I don't think the
some
specifics change
peaked
that the
assholes.
fundamental thing is the case.
And not just me. The whole Omi Alliance. Ain't that right? Stubborn shit like this here. That's what the Omi was best at.
Watase-san, you're hurt.
Boss! Guess before we go to the cops, I gotta change again, huh?
This guy is such a good... He's such a good antagonist at the end. It's so understandable why he feels the way he does and why he doesn't want to give up everything. He's clawed his way through this, you know, group that hates him and, like, end up with nothing. But also his sheer, like, stubborn tenacity of the, like, I will survive and nothing's going to stop me is so well played.
Now listen here. If we don't kill these bastards right now, the Yakuza are done for good. You okay being crushed by rats? Dying on the ground? With all the pride of a soggy goddamn napkin?
He is like a mirror to
Don't forget
Kiryu.
who you are.
He is Kiryu for whom things didn't work out. Like, I can see why he views Kiryu as everything he never got to have.
Strength and terror. That's how you dominate.
Also, his tattoo, like the back into the arms, the whole thing's so good.
Some real Yakuza!
God, I love the end of this game narratively so much.
We need to shut him up.
Like, it meanders a little, the man who raised his name, but the ending is so good. This whole final section is so strong.
It's time! Get moving! Kill these shitbird traitors!
For years they've been scheming behind all our backs to make this happen. Creeping in the shadows, pulling the strings, making us prance around like they're little puppets. Fuck that shit! Don't try to tell me.
In Combat Hero, it's all good. I get it. Like, that was never the thing that put me off playing. And to be fair, like, yeah, the Pal World is a lot less edgy grimdark for the sake of edgy grimdark than it was sort of reported to be, but, you know, I talk about it in Podquisition tomorrow. There's a lot of reasons that I don't get on with Pal World. None of them were that.
Anyone standing in our way is dead.
The guns and the people's... The suggestion it was Pokemon with AK-47s and slave labor didn't end up being what I didn't click with.
Damn it. That's why I said we needed to shut his mouth.
Wouldn't matter. These guys aren't gonna back down.
How many Sarah
Not
Design
until they've
tattoos
given
do I
it
have?
every last thing
One.
they've got.
How many Cosminion tattoos do I have? 1, 2,
Nishitani.
3, 4?
They're old school Yakuza.
I've got 4 Cosminion tattoos.
They put on a big show to make everyone fall in line. And just as long as all that helps them get whatever they're looking for, nothing's...
I'll show you in a second.
Every single Yakuza faction.
Oh yeah, there's more than the Melbeck tattoo.
Got a lot of good use.
I'll see if I can angle my arms to show them off
really
in a sec.
Dissolve the Yakuza. We have no choice but to meet them head on. And make sure we finish the job for good.
Hell yeah.
That's the only way we're really gonna bring an end to all this. We step up, here and now. Because you're the only ones that can make it happen.
Bodyguard knows what he's talking about. These guys, they ain't gonna see it our way unless we force them to. Ain't that right, Dojima-san?
Feeling like I'm the only one with no balls here.
Don't say that.
Okay, I will very quickly try and show these off. I have the Rainbow Dandelion from Season 3 of Dice Funk from Veltari in the Mirror Prison. I have the Melbeck and Dreg having the hug at the at the birthday party. I have Frank Westerly surrendering at Holodeck, putting the hand on the deck and surrendering to Algernon in that one fight. And I have the brand logo, brand energy drink from Nifix, the little gamer gnome.
All this right here, none of it happens if not for you and Watase. Dismantling Japan's 2 biggest Yakuza groups.
Do I have a full back Yakuza tattoo?
You
Not
ask
yet.
me, that takes balls of steel.
But yes, those are my Cosminion tattoos.
Fair enough.
I need to get more.
Well,
3, 4, 5.
Today,
The Tojo clan goes out with a
I'm in 10 seasons of Dice Funk. I have 4 Dice Funk tattoos. I want to find the time to get the other 6. I want 1 tattoo per Dice Funk season. Do I have any of the other... I don't have any of the other Dice Funk seasons. No, it's only... Like, the 2 things I want to get a tattoo done every time I finish is every time one of my books releases and every Dice Funk season done. Those are moments I want to celebrate with tattoos. Oh, Thimba, don't worry. I'm aware of Japan and tattoos and such. But also, I'm a disabled trans person. There's a lot of reasons I would be cautious before, you know, spending time in Japan. Everyone took off their shirts. That's how you know we're getting to the end of the game. Shirts off, everyone. Power up. Go Super Saiyan. Shirtless.
Don't be shy.
Oh, do I get this heat action because I finally beat the final boss of the Colosseum? Is it because I did that final the final boss of that whole storyline that I got this heat action? Oh yeah, I probably should swap. You know what? I'll swap to the Yakuza style for the poetry of it all. This is probably the time to be Yakuza mode. It's the side quest? Okay, so I don't remember getting this in my first playthrough, but I definitely did complete the side quest in the first one. But that was 3 explosive cigarettes he threw, yes, and he used his jet boots, you know, and his electro whip. Yeah, you know what? Let's do the end of this in Yakuza mode. Let's do it in not being fancy, have a street brawl combat mode. Drew in the YouTube chat says, wow, Joryu has the exact same silver dragon tattoo that Kiryu has. What a coincidence. Right? So surprising.
Kiryu-san, over there. He's headed for HQ.
You bastard! Let's finish this.
ETH Demon, I agree. The more time I put into playing Yakuza games, the more I'm like, there is some genuine masterpiece moments in these games. They may not be perfect, they may have their wobbly pacing sometimes, but like, the Yakuza series has something very unique and special about it.
Leave these clowns to us.
You said he was yours, right? Then go have your fun.
Yes, I'm aware they're not random. I know there's meaning to them.
Got it.
Like, I off the top of my head, I know Ichiban's one where it's a koi fish turning into a dragon is based on a fable or a myth about a fish that was trying really hard to swim upstream, and the gods noticed how hard it was working and turned it into a dragon so that it could fly up the stream as a reward for its hard work.
Appreciate that.
But yes, they're soap operas with silly goofs in them. They're wrestling-style silly melodrama mixed in with wrestling. They're wrestling. They're melodrama mixed with silly gimmicks. But yes, I know some of the meanings of the tattoos. I remember Ichiban's one. Ichiban's one, I think, was a clever idea.
In this spot right here, he's the one who runs everything. Just one word. That's all it would take to mobilize every Yakuza in Japan. That's the kind of strength we're all dreaming of.
That's not the world we live in anymore. I think you ought to know that well enough by now.
Yeah, and Anim Zero says, it's also from Ichiban's perspective, he wanted a dragon but wasn't important enough in the Yakuza to justify one. Ties into his voice actor being the same as Nishiki from 1 and 0. Yeah, there is so much good thought put into Ichiban's tattoo. It's the one that really sticks in my mind as, like, very well thought out.
Don't you fucking tell me what I know! Maybe none of this matters to you. You sat the Tojo throne, even if it didn't last. But some of us got no choice. If being a Yakuza is the only life you know, then this room's all you fucking have! This place, it's the dream. And without it, we're dead!
The dream, huh?
Golden boy like you could never understand.
He really could, though.
You'll never know what it is you've taken from us.
Kiryu really knows better than anyone.
I get it.
Kiryu knows better than anyone why you want this,
Do
and
you?
that it's not gonna work. Kiryu has been at the top, and he knows that that doesn't make you happy. He knows that being at the top means nothing if you can't see the people you love, if you still lose the people who mean the most to you, if you're just gonna end up being like a murderous lapdog the next time someone grabs power from you. Like, that power does not last, and it does not give you the things that actually matter. Kiryu is really the only person who can tell you that fight is not worth it.
I can erase my name. I can deny who I am. But deep down, I'm the same as you. You hear someone out there stronger, and soon your only thought is how to defeat them.
Yeah.
You want to prove you're unmatched? Then bask in the glory.
Chew.
That's how we're built.
If that's how we're built, then why the fuck did you help tear it all down? Why would you take our goddamn dream away?
That's easy. Because compared to the hopes and dreams of everyone else out there, ordinary people just struggling to get through their daily lives, our dream isn't worth a damn.
See, I think Yonggi is doing really good here. I really like this. I think he delivers the very serious Yakuza lines very well as the straight man.
Sideways showing up here and raising hell.
Oh, Darwincy,
But at least I'll get to
hope
kill
things
you
go okay.
myself.
I wish you luck.
And once that's done, those little
The
shits are
sniffles.
next.
You want to rattle me so bad you can taste it. But doesn't change the fact that this ends right here.
Like, he plays stoic,
No
you
matter
will
how
not
many
shake
bullshit
my
threats
conviction
you throw
really
at me.
well.
Ha! All done then? Doesn't change shit. Think I give a shit about some legendary Yakuza? All you fucks!
Like, I know some people who want Kiryu in English to be more... more exaggerated in his performance, but I would say I think if you were dubbing Yakuza 0, 1, 2, 3 today, sure, I get that argument. I think by the time you reach this, I think he really has he's lost everything. He's just, please just trust me. I know I've lost enough to know what is happening here. Like, I think this is a version of Kiryu that makes sense at this point.
I'll murder every one of you!
Yeah. Look, there are moments he might ham up, but, like, he's always been the stoic... yeah. The more the series has gone on, the less hamming it up makes sense. He works because you make him be dry and serious in silly situations. That's how he works. Anyway, big dramatic fight. God, I need to stop sniffling.
How about this? Time Come here.
God, I love this fight so much. This series knows so well how to do dramatic, cinematic ending fights. Like, you know, a little bit before the ending of the game, you have the very challenging the final challenging fight. Like, the final fights of the narrative are very rarely the hardest fights, but they're the moment of just really throwing two human beings at each other. Like, they do such a good job of really making it feel like a moment. Oh, the sewer fight in Zero is real good. But honestly, this is a really good example of, yeah. Heavy Man says, geez, you really are overpowered for this fight. It's funny to watch him get punked. But again, as I've said before, I really think that being overpowered for this endgame segment narratively works really well. Because it really is, hey, you think that wanting it badly enough is enough for you to, like, do this power grab? Kiryu did not get to the top. Because I think Shishido, I think he really does believe that Kiryu just had everything handed to him. That he got to the top of the Yakuza through just, you know, favoritism and nepotism. But being so overpowered for this fight really sends home that message of, no, Shishido, Kiryu got here because he worked so damn hard. He is the best of the best. He, like, you think you deserve the crown because you worked hard for it? Kiryu, despite his age, is just going to fucking clown your ass. He is not a nepo baby. He is someone who earned his place at the top of there. Oh, hey Raiders. Hi, I've just seen we've been raided. We are right at the end of Yakuza Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. It's a very serious crime drama that's happening. We are fighting a man who's trying to take control of a faction while we're trying to dissolve the Yakuza. Big emotional fight. That's where we're at. Yeah, there's a reason that when they wanted to dissolve the Yakuza, they spent 50 billion yen tracking down a man who was allegedly already dead to fight on their side as one of their, like, 7 people that were going to defend the faction leaders. Like, you don't go that out of your way to recruit someone unless they are literal, like, demigod status. Also, impressive work, Shishido, fighting that well with one of your hands having a stab wound through it. Like, you really did ride that adrenaline well.
The fuck are you assholes looking at?
The Omi Alliance disbands as of today. For all your kicking and screaming, you couldn't stop the boss or the Tojo clan. We won.
You put up a good fight. I'll give you that. Time to go. Nothing more for us here.
Yeah, Eth Demon says it was the Omi Alliance higher up in 5 or 6 that even told Kiryu. Because of Kiryu, they couldn't interfere when the Tojo clan was having a civil war. Yeah, you don't fuck with Kiryu's business. You don't get in his way, or he will fuck you up. He is a one-man army.
Come on, get in. I'll give you guys a lift.
I brought you another change of clothes, Watase-san.
Thanks,
as ever.
Akame.
Thanks for that.
Of course. I think you'll fit. Might be a little tight, though.
Like, even in this moment, I love that the way he's portrayed is almost like a zombie trying to crawl.
Well, got some guts, don't you? Trying to pull a fast one on a Daidoji. Pretty slick for a two-bit thug. Personally, I'd end you right here and be done with it. But you'll make a fine agent, so you can keep your life.
Yep, your power grab failed.
You're gonna be on a damn short leash till the
Yeah.
day you die.
Your power grab failed, and now instead of being, you know, at the mercy of the Yakuza being the faction more powerful than you that control your life, all you've done is you had your opportunity to get out of the system, and now you are just going to be owned by basically a government group rather than the Yakuza. This is the very thing they were trying to avoid by disbanding the Yakuza, is trying to get you all out of this system and not just held under some new power system by someone else.
But don't worry. Nishitani will be there too, so you won't be lonely.
No.
Okay. We are about to get to the big old serious emotional scene, and the one that I am super curious how the English Kiryu voicing is done.
Already tired of meditating. That's a rare sight.
I just couldn't free myself from worldly desires. When I told him, he gave me this.
The road to enlightenment is long and arduous. We all need to take a break once in a while.
I'm not certain anyone will reach enlightenment from here.
Oh god, I'm not ready for this scene.
How uncharitable.
This is the one I wanted to see in
You have more work
English.
for me.
No.
Incompetent Hero was so close. I really hope your
You barely
phone
had enough time
survives.
to catch your breath after all you've done in Osaka and Yokohama.
Yeah, guess so.
So the legendary dragon's chosen Ichiban Kasuga as his successor. Now that I think of it, there is a resemblance. Going to jail for the crimes of others. No, wait. Isn't that what Yakuza do all the time?
I don't think of it as some grand statement about a successor.
You might feel differently when Infinite Wealth rolls around, sir.
After the dissolution, I just wanted to help with the burden he had to carry, however I could.
Before you encouraged him, he was just some thug fresh out of jail. And that thug went on to stop Ryo Aoki from going mad with power. The Daidoji couldn't overlook Aoki going rogue like that. Without your help, there's no way Kasuga could have done so much, don't you think?
Oh, Ichiban's so good.
I didn't give the kid superpowers. He was already strong enough. We just ran into each other. That's all.
Oh, this has Mountain Dew in it as well, don't worry.
What are you getting at? Stop beating around the bush. You came here because you needed me for something, right?
Oh yes, that's right. The Daijoji are offering you a reward for your services.
God.
A reward?
It's been said before, but your work has proven very effective. After all, it got us 50 billion yen in assets. And, on a personal note, it also saved my life. Leaving that debt unpaid doesn't sit right. So first of all, I'd like to show you...
This is what I've been waiting for. God damn. This is where I'm going to break.
You haven't seen this before, have you? It's your grave in Okinawa. Our hidden cameras filmed this. The same ones that we used to monitor the orphanage kids. This was
taken on the anniversary of your death. Haruto-kun was around 4 at the time, huh? Growing up nicely indeed. The camera's positioned far away, so they don't know they're being watched. Your last 2 visitors that day were Taichi-kun and Ayako-san. After a while, Ayako-san spotted the camera. She might have noticed light reflecting off the lens.
Hey, Taichi. Is that a camera I'm seeing?
Yep. Looks like it.
Apologies in advance if I end up
It's
crying.
pointed at Uncle Kaz's grave?
If it's a hidden camera, then someone's probably watching us.
Does that mean... Do you think Uncle Kaz set it up?
If Uncle Kaz is really still alive, then maybe he did. Yo, Uncle Kaz!
Oh, come on. What do you think you're doing?
What? There's a chance he might see this, right?
Huh?
We got nothing to lose, so let's try. Hey, Uncle Kaz! Can you see me okay? It's Taichi! And... Ayako is here too. We're all doing great. Same with Haruka and Haruto.
Shiro, Izumi, Koji, Mitsuo, Riona, and Eri, everybody's doing well. And plus, to be honest with you, nobody here actually believes that you're, dead. I'm serious.
Yeah, his hands shaking, holding the pad, yeah.
I'm a firefighter now. When bad things happen, and people who are in trouble need help,
Oh,
I want to be the one who steps up when no one else has the courage.
I really like
Probably because I grew up watching you.
Taichi's. I really like Taichi's voice actor in English here.
As for me, I got a job at a small office. I fought really hard to get it, and it worked out.
Koji's working for a company now, too.
Riona got a job in fashion. Eri wants to work with little kids. Izumi went and became an animal groomer.
Okay, Yongi's doing really well at this.
Mitsuo's working all kinds of jobs. And Shiro's majoring in science. Haruto's, well... lately, he's been a bit of a pain. Take your eyes off him for a second and he's gone. He's driving Haruka and Yuta-san crazy.
Oh. A really good guttural sob, that.
You must have a lot going on, too. 'Cause if you were alive, you'd definitely come see us, right?
Maybe if you really are somewhere out there, you could send us a sign? We're all making our way just fine on our own, so it's not like we'd ask you to take care of us or anything.
So fucking heartbreaking.
It's a way that we wouldn't want for you to be lonely out there all on your own.
Can I just say,
Didn't give us a sign? We wouldn't tell anyone outside Morning Glory.
I have so much respect for this game's developers letting Kiryu ugly cry here.
For you to come back. Looking forward to it.
Like the proper snotty-faced ugly cry.
We're finally old enough to drink too. I bet we'll have a fun time.
Crying like a man, yeah.
We've got
It's
so much to talk about.
this is not the original actor. I watched the original actor's version of this scene earlier. This is a different crying.
To come back again tomorrow. There's something we want you to have. And plus, I want Haruka and the others to say hi too.
Yeah, we need more male leads in video games that are allowed to have really, like, unfiltered emotions like this.
See you tomorrow!
Bye, Uncle Cos.
Unfortunately, the camera
Who
was
loves his
collected by
kids
an agent
indeed.
soon after this video was taken. Once the kids discovered the camera, we had no other choice.
Oh, gosh.
I understand.
I had wondered to myself whether showing you this would really constitute a reward. I'm still unsure.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful. You did.
Yeah, sure, it's 6 games worth of emotions, but it's still... God, we need more emotional vulnerability in male video game leads. This is...
Taichi-kun said he had something he wanted to give you. On the day after the camera was retrieved, they went back, all the children of Morning Glory together, and left a small tube containing a picture.
This was the only scene that needed to be perfect.
We couldn't let them think that.
And I genuinely think
the dead
Yongyi
man
is nailing
had been there to
this.
receive it. Ultimately, we decided to leave it there, but had one of our agents take a photograph of it first.
Like, there's not a huge number of lines in this scene, but he's getting them right.
Haruto-kun drew this. That's you in the middle, isn't it?
This is just great. Haruto. Will you look at that? He's 4 now. He can read and write already. The last time I saw him, he couldn't even talk.
Right, yeah, it's getting me.
And now
He's really coming along. Haruka-san, too. All of the children are.
It's true. We're all making their own way just fine without me. And here I am, alone. I can't even tell them how much I miss them. Guess I needed them more than they ever needed me.
That boy earlier, he said he wanted to show the courage to step in and help others when no one else would, didn't he? Surely you must realize you set that example for them.
Even if you can't be with them...
Hearing you say that doesn't make me feel any better.
You've left an impact on them.
I can't do a damn thing other than sit here and meditate.
Right, really well animated
Which
ugly
reminds
cry
me,
snot.
Hanua-san suggested you take some time off and travel. It's already been approved by those in charge. Your vacation has no set time limit. You're welcome to go if you're interested.
Make no mistake, though. As far as the world knows, Kazuma Kiryu will remain a dead man. Wherever you go, whatever you do, we'll be watching.
So, my training's complete then.
This temple is just for appearances, as indeed am I. Your training will be there with you no matter where you go. It's time to move on.
Yeah, this was the scene that they needed to get right, and I genuinely think the English Kiryu dub did great. For anyone who complains that he's too flat in his delivery, he clearly can do the range when it's important, and the scenes where it needs to be right, he's clearly got the chops to do those scenes.
No. I think I'll be saving the best for last.
So, putting others before yourself again, are we? You never change.
Well, well. I see you've grown quite trusting of Kiryu-san.
Trust has nothing to do with it. Distinguished performance earns a distinguished reward.
Let him see his fucking orphans,
You
then.
can call it meritocratic. Securing his gratitude is to our advantage. It sets a good example for the other pawns in our collection.
One other thing. The Dragon of Dojima is quite a fearsome ally.
Just let him see the fucking
It would be
orphans.
unwise to make him an enemy.
Clearly. That's why we don't want to get too involved.
Particularly if he's dying in the next game.
He does understand his place, doesn't he?
Let him see the orphans once before he dies, please. That's all I want in Infinite Wealth. I want him to get to see the orphans once.
Credit card ID, all under your new name.
Appreciate.
What's his new name? I don't remember if
The
they tell
faction
us
approved
here.
it, so I did my job. That's all it was.
Oh, isn't it a name he used
Our
previously?
relationship is
I think it's an
strictly a business
old
one,
nickname of
after
his
all.
they give him.
It'll mean problems for both
I might
of us
remember wrong.
if anyone thinks that you and I have become friends.
Right. That'll work just fine. For us.
Joryu was too on the nose to be a fitting alias. So I took the liberty and chose Taichi Suzuki for you.
Oh, yeah, it's
Just
the
so
one from
happens that
Yakuza
a few
5,
years
yeah.
back, I used this exact same name.
Yeah, it's the name he used in 5, yeah. I
Yes,
thought it
I'm
was.
aware.
I don't remember telling you anything about that.
The Joryu memes are
here for
dead,
that
chat.
matter.
Sorry, he's not Joryu anymore.
Well, the truth is, before I became a Daidoji member, I actually
I
had
am just gonna call him
another
Joryu,
opportunity
though.
to get to know you.
Yeah, in Competent Hero, it is good that someone called out changing one syllable isn't a good alias, but I won't remember Taichi Suzuki. I will just call him Joryu. I'm warning you in advance.
First time I'm hearing it.
Well, we really are one and the same.
How's that?
Because we are both men who've found a new life. Men who have abandoned even their own names.
These
In other
two
words,
are good together.
there are many more secrets you are not privy to.
Well, story of my life.
Simba says, Laura, will you try the trial for Infinite Wealth on this game? I'm just going to skip it for the full one. What I might do, we've got like 45 minutes before I'd usually end stream.
Please do take care of
I
yourself.
won't jump into the story demo, but I might jump into the open world, deliberately skip story, and we'll maybe just run around doing some random fights in the Infinite Wealth demo just to get people excited and in the mood for Infinite Wealth dropping. I mean, Heavy Man, there's two trials, one of which is like, here's like an hour of story mode. Might not be that long, it might be like 30, 40 minutes, but there is a pretty substantial story demo. There is the open world demo that's like, it's got like a second of story, but like, it's skippable. That is the man who erased his name. God damn, that whole ending sequence, like, the very serious drama of dissolving the Yakuza through to the very personal. I just want to love my little orphans. This game's like final 2 hours is so strong. War Manny, you have come in at the end of the stream, but it's fine. We're gonna stick around and play a little bit of the open world demo for Infinite Wealth before we wrap up. It's a good track, this though, isn't it? Do some karaoke in the trial? You know what? That's a perfect. Karaoke is the perfect. It's not spoiling the narrative, but it's fun. We'll do some combat and we'll go find karaoke and we'll go do the karaoke. And that's what we'll do in the demo. I think we can justify that and not spoil ourselves too much. Oh, Vectron, the karaoke is stream friendly. I've streamed the Yakuza karaoke before with no troubles. Eth Demon, I've not played it myself, but I've heard that the leveling curve is better in Infinite Wealth. That's what I've been told. I'll skip the credits when the song ends. We'll stick until the end of the song. Just to soak in the vibes, but gosh, thank you everyone for coming along for this journey. It's been really nice to stream a Yakuza game basically the whole way through on stream. I do kind of want to just do the whole series on stream. The new DLC for Vampire Survivors finally came to Switch. Ah, hooray! Really took a while to get certification done, apparently. Incompetent Hero says, normally I'm spoiler reverse, but I loved seeing this. I'm glad. It's one of those things where, like, the combat is fun enough that I don't think it's... This is a series where I could watch someone play it and then play it myself and not feel like I'd lost too much. Okay. I think we can skip the credits at this point. I think this is safe to do. Oh, Yakuza Rank credits always have a little preview of not what's next. Yeah, here we go. Little preview. Yep, we have caught up to the modern day. Heavy Man says this game is explicitly a marketing tactic for Infinite Wealth. I mean, yeah. It's a what was Kiryu? It's a do you not like the idea of the RPG? You don't like Ichiban? Cool. Play as Kiryu, who you do care about. And we'll Trojan horse you into caring about Ichiban. Why does Kiryu look like a K-pop star? He's aged 3 years and he's getting old. Oh, goddamn. I think this is a really fucking beautiful way to end this. He brought the ring to the church in Hawaii. That you mentioned, the one that was gonna be where he was gonna ask he wanted to marry her. I mean, look, I wouldn't give it call it one of the numbered ones. This is explicitly like, you know, when they finished the Twilight books and then they rewrote the Twilight books from Edward's perspective rather than Bella's. That's what this is. Yeah, it's a parallel telling of the same sort of story. Yeah, it's certainly, like, you know, as spin-offs go, this is a pretty well featured, like, this did not have to go as hard as it did as a spin-off. It didn't need to have, like, 30 playable fighters, each with their own unique movesets that you could play the Colosseum, like, literally play as any one of the 30 fighters and use their unique moveset in combat. Like, they didn't need to do that. Okay. So let's do the open world demo, just for a minute. We'll do the Hawaii demo, the one that is less narrative. The new intro is really sick. I kind of skimmed over it there, but we'll watch it in full tomorrow or Friday or whenever we start streaming this. I'm gonna skip the plot and just get us onto that beach. And we'll go... Oh, look at how nice this looks. Wow, this beach is incredible. Feels like I stepped into paradise. Strange thing to say about a city that put you in cuffs. Glad I was able to find you when I did. Okay.
I'll do it. Yep.
I'm gonna skim through and not pay too much attention to these plot things, but... Oh, we're gonna learn how to do combat with our new party members. Yeah, it's 3 p.m. UK, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific tomorrow is when the game is officially available. I will have the game about 5 hours before that, I believe, which is I will be using to, like, try and make a quick accessibility video about it. I'm debating whether to do a daytime stream, like, when that embargo lifts, or whether to wait until the usual Friday night stream slot. We'll see. So yeah, now we can walk around within a little circle. Yeah. So we can sort of walk around within a little circle to line up our attacks. We have skills. Let's go Essence of Buster Geyser. We can sort of see, can we knock a person into another person by repositioning ourselves? Not quite, but it's still worth trying. I love this nonsense. So yeah, Kiryu can swap between fighting styles, because he's not here for this turn-based RPG nonsense. Brawler, Rush, and Beast.
Time to take out the trash. Let's make this quick.
Let's do a tag team attack, and...
Good. All right.
Yeah, Kiryu multi-classes. We'll show off Kiryu's special ability in a sec, I do know about this. Which is he can break out of the turn-based combat system, and he can just treat this like the brawling Yakuza games. I mean, an M0, he might, at some point in the game, get the agent job style. Like, that might be unlockable, maybe. Oh, Incompetent Hero, have a good night. Okay, I'm gonna skip the plot. We're gonna skip the plot. I want to find another fight because I want to show off. I want to show off Kiryu doing his combat thing. I want Kiryu to break out of turn-based combat for a sec. Okay, I see fights.
You gonna cry? Let's do it.
Oh no, mysterious man.
Hey, I'm up.
Want some? Where is everybody? This sucks. Oh, come on. Looks like I'm up.
I don't want to accidentally kill this guy before Kiryu gets a turn, because I wanna work out how do I do the thing.
Here we go. Where is everybody?
Oh, do I need to have the infinity meter full and then just not tag team attack? Like, there's a different way I do it then. Okay.
It's over.
Okay, that's on me. I missed the opportunity to break out of the thing.
Give up and die. Damn thing. What's the holdup? Where is everybody? Oh, come on.
Okay, that's fine. We'll try. Oh, sorry. This is silly. This is very silly and I'm here for it.
That's it. Where is everybody? Gotta hold it together.
Let's do ultimate tag team attack. Okay, so this pairs Ichiban up with anyone else that has a full meter at that time. So Kiryu's not in it because he didn't have full meter in this moment. That makes sense. I'm getting it. So this is just blow everyone's super meters on a single attack. Okay. Where is karaoke? Surf shop. Gambling hall. It's PC store. Crazy Oh, I do want to try crazy delivery. Open road shogi. Home icon in the north. Oh, revolve. Okay, that's going to be our new bar. Oh, how do I... Oh, there we go. Segway. Auto cruise. Yeah, segway me to my destination. Haha. Oh, this is great. This is so dumb. I love it. Let's come fight these guys.
You messed with the wrong guy. You asked for it.
Okay. Let's just what makes the infinity meter go up more? Is it just anything, or do I want to be using skill specifically or attack specifically? Do I have any items I can use to give Kiryu full meter? Let's look behind my webcam. What are my options here? Oh yeah, items, that's what we want to be on. Let me just... there is probably... Any of these recharge the infinity meter? Probably not. Okay. Ichiban doesn't seem to have a height meter in this demo. I don't know what the reason for or against that is. We'll see when we actually play the full thing. Yeah. I want to do the Kiryu fight thing one time. I think the iconography is a lot clearer here as to what's going to happen. Like, there's a good degree of, oh, this is going to pick up that item if I do a regular attack. And I know that because there's a little icon for it and things like that. It's doing better at communicating information. 8 sideways is infinite, yes.
Looks like I'm up.
Right bumper is pound mates. Ooh, we might try pound mates in a minute. We'll see what pounds mates we have on offer. I mainly just want to get Kiryu to be able to do the, ooh.
I don't see many taxis cruising around Hawaii.
Well, people tend to reserve rides from their hotels or catch one at a taxi port. Taxi drivers in Hawaii are generally a pretty friendly, good-natured bunch. Plus, they got the lowdown on all the best spots, so feel free to ask them for good tips.
Yeah, you're awfully knowledgeable. Almost as if you're a pro driver yourself there, Tommy.
Hey, I'm a taxi driver to the bone. Just don't have a car.
Oh, you can
really opening up.
Oh, little bingo card for emotional bonding with the characters. That's sweet. I like that. Can I find out what Ichiban's... It's called the Hero's Bat, the one he's currently got equipped. Yeah. Come on, let me build up that infinity meter.
Allow me.
Okay, we're halfway there for the infinity meter. What do we got? We got... Oh, Chitose Buster Holmes. We've got Gary Buster Holmes' sibling, I'm assuming. Charlie, an entrepreneurial deliveryman who wheels and deals. Oh, Nancy, the crawfish summon that we had in Like a Dragon is back. Hell yeah, I'm glad to know Nancy made it over here. Ooh. With benefits. Oh, I can't afford with benefits, okay. With Olivia too, yes. Oh, this is a Power Rangers transformation. There's a Super Sentai right here. Our crustaceans are gonna save the day. Crustacean combination. Oh, I love the RPG Yakuza so much. I love this silliness. I'm so excited for a new one of these. I honestly probably wouldn't have played Like a Dragon if not for the fact it was one of the few things I got review code for that had a Series X upgrade patch when I got the Series X for review. It was one of the few things that had been upgraded for Series X that I had access to before launch, and I'm so glad that I gave it a go. Okay, I'm gonna stick around and keep fighting for a minute just so I can, before I go in here. Just so I can do that one Kiryu thing. Okay, I can't head that way further. Okay, can't head that way. Let's just stick around and do some fights for a second. Yeah, I know I missed a prompt. It's fine. I'm having fun. It's all good. It does notify you of little bingo things, but it's fine. We're not stressing about it. We're just having fun. We're just playing around with the systems, having a good time. Yeah, Like a Dragon was basically a console exclusive for a bit and a launch title for the Xbox. It was the first next gen version game I played through. My first proper experience of the next gen Xbox was playing through Yakuza. It was that and Forza Horizons update.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, come on, bring it.
No more holding.
Allow me. Looks like I'm up.
Yeah, we're just gonna smack through these, try and get that meter up for Kiryu so I can work out what I need to do to activate that ability I wanted to do before. From what I hear, having Yakuza, like the new Yakuza in a shinier form at launch, really did help Xbox this generation in Japan. It made a noticeable difference.
Cool.
Right, can we give French fries to
Thanks.
our boy?
Okay, I'm up.
Here's the cut.
What? Here we go.
Oh, it's so much easier to line up attacks now. To like, oh, I'll kick you, and you'll fly towards that character who will kick back. Okay.
I'll take you on. Open wide.
Okay, I can do the big Kiryu attack on Kiryu's next turn.
I barely stand.
Yes, I'm aware you can move around the circle to get proximity bonus. Don't. I'll remind everyone. I don't need backseating. If I want tips on how to play, I will actively say, chat, can you give me advice? I want to be able to, with a new game that I haven't played before, work out the mechanics myself as I go. I don't want to be told how I should be playing it. I would like to just have the opportunity to learn the new mechanics naturally myself as we go, if that's okay. Darwincy says, I don't have to remind you, but... Yeah, but you don't have to say the but, though. You don't have to remind me. You can just let me work it out, and if I'm struggling, I will ask for help, you know. Right.
What's the holdup?
Okay. Okay, so I can sort of position myself like this, and will that get me the group heal? Okay. Why did you get another turn back to back? New party member, I don't know. Okay, finally we get to Kiryu's turn. Now, how do I... Oh, okay, it's hold down RT. Okay, I see. Yeah, so I can just break out of turn-based battle and turn it into a brawler again. I can... I love that that's an option. That's such a fun way of doing this.
Here I come.
It's such a good way of making Kiryu feel like Kiryu.
Special delivery.
Gary's love camp. Are you like Gary's wife? Oh, you're just a summon. Are you just gonna stay as a party member on the field rather than doing one big attack?
No more holding back.
Darwin, see? This is what I mean when I talk about not backseating. I am aware that there is a button, and if I press it at the right time, I do more damage. I have a disability. I'm very bad at hitting timings accurately. Maybe there will be stuff in the full game that will allow me to change that timing and be better at it. I will probably miss those timings. It feels really sarcastic to go, can you get the bonus damage timing right? Because either you're asking sincerely, and it's like, no, clearly I can't, you're watching me do it, or you're being sarcastic to be like, oh, can't you get the timing right? You suck. Neither of them feels like a great thing. Like, trust me, I'm aware there's a timing. I'm just not doing it well. I don't think you're being pedantic. You're just... I might not play perfectly. That's okay. You don't have to keep poking at it. I'm gonna have fun playing, and that's fine.
Hey, I'm up.
Hold up.
Here we go.
Right on.
Care to dance?
Be honored.
Sometimes I just suck at playing video games. I have fun regardless, though, you know.
It's over.
There we go. I got one of them right. Yes, whenever there are games that will allow me to change the timing of my the window of successful effects, I use them because I need them because I suck at timing.
Stronger.
Okay, level up, rank up. Oh! Okay, I think they've swapped this around. In Like a Dragon, your, main stat increases were tied to your job level ups more than your regular level ups. But I think the big stat increases are happening for the regular level ups, which means that would suggest if you swap jobs, you're not, taking a big stat drop. You're changing your loadout, but you're not, losing stats to swap jobs, and that is... yeah, it's nice to see that that's swapped.
Doing better than learning more every day.
Hey, I mean, who knew I had it in me?
Guess I'm a fast learner. Think I'm getting better at this. All right.
I have seen indications there is jobs. I believe there is jobs, but okay, let's go do karaoke. And that's probably going to be the last thing we do. I don't want to explore too much of this before we play the full thing. Yeah, do we have a party? Yeah, job rank. Kiryu's job is Dragon of Dojima. Ichiban's starting job is Hero. This guy's Cabbie and Heiress. Ooh. Okay, who do I talk to about karaoke? Oh, do I just go up to the mic? I see. Yeah, I'd seen something about pre-order bonus extra jobs, which yeah, I've seen some suggestion of jobs being a thing.
Guess it's my turn.
Oh, I love Hell Stew. Okay. We might do all three of these.
Get ready!
Okay, let's go.
Stir hell's cauldron, hot pot party! Well, now get on.
I fucking love this stupid song.
Curry, hamburger, paella, banya coda, or we can just serve you!
The more Yakuza games I play, the better I'm getting at this.
The demons are brewing up a hellish stew, made of you, worthless humans cooked into a roux. Shitposters, hot takes, all you trolls. You little fish, you're all in tonight's main dish. Cabbage, onion, juicy pork ribs. None of that will satiate the beasts. Drop your pound of flesh in the demon's broth. Let them feast. Your blood is redder than kimchi. Offer it the flap around your guts. Offer it to devour it all. In the depths of your despair, the pot is dark, deep in your nightmare. The demon boss, we're dining in hell, hard enough.
I missed one. I bought the DLC metal rock musician additional job in Like a Dragon, and I was so happy I did. It was such a stupid job. Oh, you pay per song. You don't pay and then do as many songs as you like for the price. Oh. Let me do the one where I just pay once and I do the whole thing.
Just let it all hang out.
Yeah, rock and roll, Aniki.
Works for me. Now listen up.
Okay.
It's judgment time. We're starving dogs running the rail lines. Just getting by on it.
Oh, this Ichiban singing, this Kiryu singing voice is good.
The hand that feeds means nothing to me. This tail don't wag for no one else. Yes, man has his day. That day is dead and gone. We are bad boys. Young man left to meet his maker. Cries out, no to say. Justice. Yes. We're breaking the law.
Oh.
Breaking the world.
He looks like the guy from...
Going out all tenderness. We're breaking the rules.
Oh.
No cause, no choice, no going back to how it was.
That parody film.
No slowing down because
that involved time traveling from the 80s back to dinosaur times and was a sort of parody short film. Does anyone know what film I mean? That Kiryu is dressed like the lead from? I got so distracted trying to think of the film I'm thinking of.
Still got it.
It was a relatively recent thing, and the guy was dressed like an 80s... Kung Fury, that's what I'm thinking of. He's dressed like the lead from Kung Fury. Let me pull up an image of the guy from Kung Fury that Kiryu was reminding me of. No, this guy. This is who Kiryu looked like in that song. Okay, we got one more song. And that's probably where we're going to leave it for tonight. Ooh, leveling up our bonds by doing karaoke. Cool, okay.
Let's get ready to rock!
And then we're going to leave this and come back to it, you know, when the actual game is out, which is real soon.
Honolulu City Lights. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Stay anyway.
Oh, Kiryu, you're such a supportive backup singer. Oh, Ichiban. I missed one note. One note missed. Probably over 90 on the first try. Ah, okay. Honestly, I don't mind that the interjections are a little out of sync. I like that Ichiban is just very impassioned and not quite on beat, trying to be like, hell yeah, girl power at her. I think that's great. Not a bad first try score. Ah, right, one sec. We might have a little wander around. Maybe we pick up one. Maybe we find like one little. You know what? I want to try Crazy Delivery. It's one side quest I know exists already. I kind of want to try it, and that's gonna be the last thing we do today. I'm gonna rhyme a little segue and go try do the Crazy Taxi food delivery minigame. I've seen the minigame in a trailer. I don't mind. It's not like I'm going to be too spoiled on it. It's probably going to be a lengthy minigame with the ability to try it, you know, have different difficulties of it. I'll give it a go.
Okay, I'm up.
Something wrong?
Let's try this pound mate.
Here's the one. You've reached pound base. Oh yeah, yes, thank you. Delivery.
Thanks so much for waiting.
Been looking forward to this one.
Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, I like that more. I like that a few of these are. Here's an additional party member that sticks around rather than just a one-off attack. That is nice.
Don't go crazy this time.
That is a nice bit of variation to see. Come on, Ichiban, don't drive into the cars. Oh. Okay, let me try and get this timing right. Okay, I need to not preemptively mash. I need to... Yeah, so if I do this, I'll pick up the bin. Yeah, I see. Hooray for clear iconography!
Time to put you down.
Does it tell me the button I need to press or mash in this one? No, okay.
Prepare yourself.
Another one in the back.
All right.
Where is this side quest minigame? You're there. Oh, here it is. Yes, the pound note we have. Okay, grab the food. Okay. Okay, then we do tricks.
This is crazy. Oh, genius.
Okay. Okay, so do a triple trick to get the bonus, and then we do the delivery. Okay, so we gotta stop in the zone. Okay. Okay, let's try it.
Are you ready? Let's get crazy!
Oh.
Way to go!
Oh yeah, that's how we do that. Ah! Come on, get unstuck. Okay, okay, I see.
Good delivery!
Okay, I'm getting it.
Jeff is always getting hungry.
Pedal to the metal! Great delivery!
Delivery!
Oh, you don't have a little circle around you. Are you ones I can't deliver to yet, maybe? Oh, what? Oh. Ugh! Okay! Sure. I don't know what that achieved in terms of delivering food, but, Oh, I see. I had to avoid that.
Good delivery! Thanks for calling!
Oh, the minigames are great here. This is wonderful. Oh, okay, I need to find sushi for the blue ones. So, yellow is burgers. I have that.
Good delivery!
Oh, I see. It's telling me what kind of food they want delivered by the color.
Speed things up!
Okay, so I do the tricks to get the bonus, so I get more when I deliver. Okay. Okay, I can finally start on the blue ones.
Good delivery.
Okay, I would need to think about like a proper route through this.
Good delivery.
Wow, thanks.
This is crazy! Oh.
Good delivery. Anytime. I love this.
Right, well, let's buy those. Oh no! I got hit by some kind of vehicle. Oh no.
Good delivery. Oh, just in time. Hurry up! How's that? Great delivery. Delivery. Good delivery. Always appreciated.
Okay, could have done better, but I've not done terribly on this first attempt. Okay, don't do the same trick over and over or you will bail. Ah, this is... Oh. I'm so excited for this stupid game. Look at it. Oh.
Good delivery. Anytime.
Just as I was getting hungry.
Okay, yeah, that's how you get the extreme mode without screwing up, I see.
Genius. Good delivery.
Okay, 7 seconds.
Super crazy delivery. Delivery. That's it.
Did I make $20,000 on that Uber shift?
That was hard work. Oh man, now that's pretty crazy.
Okay, the company did, I see, yeah.
I'm all fired up.
But I presumably get, like, points for that and stuff, and then can spend those on... okay, so I earned 3,000 points, that's like 10... That's like $15. That's 3 karaoke songs I earned there. Yeah, it's script. Spend your money at the company store. Well, I think we're going to leave it here, but thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough of Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the Man Who Erased His Name. We will be back real soon with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because I managed to finish playing The Man Who Erased His Name on stream in time for the new one. I think that worked out quite well. Hurrah. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. I'm going to go get some sleep and sleep off these sniffles, and then get up in the morning and subtitle a video, and then get playing Like a Dragon, probably. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a good rest of your evening. I will catch you all soon.